It's game time on The Score, the place for local winter high school sports. Brought to you by Central Maine Community College. More than just a community college, over 40 academic degrees and certificates, and one of the lowest tuition rates in New England. Just go to cmcc.edu. Your future starts now. Central Maine Motors Auto Group in Waterville, the dealer with no dog fees, where cars and trucks cost you less. Online at cmautogroup.com. Hammond Lumber Company, serving Maine and New Hampshire from 22 locations. Your building project partner. HammondLumber.com. Midstate Machine. Looking for a career? Check out the Machinist Development Program at midstateusa.com. 201 Service Skowhegan, Maine's trusted towing and recovery partner since 1984. Flagship Cinemas, consistent pricing, and a premium cinema experience. Whittemore & Sons, your Coyote tractor dealer. Sales and service by a family that cares. Somerset Stone and Stove, offering quality gas, pellet, and wood stoves and hardscape products. 201 Tire Battery and Service, your tire and battery experts on the Augusta-Vassalboro line. Assistance Plus, providing home care, behavioral health, and developmental services. Together, we can make a difference. Manchester Motors, your Coyote tractor dealer. We dig dirt. Casella Waste, for your residential and commercial trash pickup. Computer Improvements in Skowhegan. From sales of computers and accessories to service, we're your go-to computer store. Heights Chevrolet. Our family is here for your family. Connected Credit Union. Building lifelong relationships. Get connected. Stay connected. KVFCU. Invested in you. Skowhegan Savings Bank. Making our communities a better place to live and work. Skowhegan Tire Center. They beat any price. Route 201 Skowhegan. KMD Driving School in Oakland. Teaching your kids to drive for over 25 years. Kennebec Eye Care. 216 Main Street, Waterville. Your sight specialist. Danforth's Down Home Supermarket, second-generation family-owned in Herman and Pittsfield, with all your grocery and shopping needs. And by SBS Carbon Copy, Main Street, Waterville, where printing's personal, not puzzling. Now, let's go live to Mike Violet and A.J. Knight.
Tonight here at Messalonskee High School in Oakland, here on The Score, we bring you two very meaningful basketball games with completely different meanings for each one. He's A.J. Knight. He's the one chuckling. I'm Mike Violet along with our Score crew. And welcome to Messalonskee High School in Oakland, where it's our high school basketball regular season finales tonight. We've got two matchups for you. The Messalonskee boys, who are going to finish number one in Class A North, taking on the Lawrence Bulldogs in a very meaningful game for the Bulldogs. That's game one. We'll start with that. It is senior night, game two. It is the Lawrence girls looking to finish an undefeated season, taking on the Messalonskee Eagles, who are just playing out the string. So let's talk about the meaning of game one. It is very simple. That meaning is if Lawrence wins the game, they're going to the tournament. They're going to play in the tournament next Friday night at the Augusta Civic Center. They upset the Coney Rams the other night to make this a meaningful game. They won that game 75-68. Messalonskee is playing the second night of a back-to-back. We had them last night in the Skowhegan. That game is in the vault at centralmainsports.com and also on our YouTube channel at Central Maine Sports. Messalonskee with a walk in the park last night against Skowhegan to win yet another game and go to 15-2. So Lawrence, with all the money on the table of the 24-25 season, what's on the table for Messalonskee? Probably just pride, AJ.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, too, to your point about Lawrence winning this game, very likely Lawrence wins this game to get to see the Eagles again in the opening round of the playoffs, because it would probably be the 1-8 matchup. But, yeah, for those who didn't watch, and I highly recommend, everything's always free in the vault. For Messalonskee, I think one benefit, like you said, workmanlike performance. They got up 30 after 3 against Skowhegan, and Coach Smith emptied the bench, so they at least were able to get the starters a little bit more rest than normal. And, of course, we've got the back-to-back because of the impending weather, whereas Lawrence is coming in. The old cold coach cliche, right? You want to be playing your best basketball at the end of the season? Lawrence is.
They are. It's been a tough year, as the record would indicate, for the Lawrence Bulldogs. They come in with a record of 3-14, but riding their only winning streak of the season. Yep. They have won 2 in a row. They played a marvelous game against Coney the other night. Again, seen and heard here on the score. They played very solid defense. They played outstanding offense. Yes. One of their 2 highest scoring games of the year in scoring 75 points. The task at hand here tonight, though, I think Messalonskee is one level above everybody in Class A North, including the Coney Rams. So if they play their game, they're going to be extremely tough to beat, probably tougher than Coney was the other night.
Yeah, I think because we talked about the reason that was obviously such an upset. Coney was sitting at the 4 seed because coming into the game against Lawrence in their last 9 games, they had gone 8-1. That one loss was a 3-point loss to Messalonskee. 2 sets of numbers stand out to me from that upset, Mike. The first is 19-8. Trevor Pellerin and Cole Kirian combined for 19 assists between the 2 of them. The team as a whole had just 8 turnovers, so that's an outstanding ratio as Kirian and Pellerin are going to handle the ball a ton. The other one is 40-23 versus, I believe it was 21, and the 40-23 was the Coney rebounding margin against Lawrence as the Rams were able to dominate on the glass. The problem is they negated that advantage by turning the ball over some 20 times, and I think that Messalonskee obviously has got size on Lawrence, as most teams do. Messalonskee, though, cannot turn the ball over to negate basically what would be an advantage on the glass.
It is not an absolute about what I am about to say, but if the Lawrence Bulldogs are able to force 20 turnovers tonight and turn it over 8 times in their own right, they have a very, let me say, high probability of having a really good chance of maybe winning this game.
Yeah, and I think, unfortunately for the Rams, Messalonskee, I don't think presses a ton. We saw it a bit. I think it's in their arsenal, but I think one of the benefits for Messalonskee playing this back-to-back is I think you get to see Coach Smith, we know, big fan of Central Maine sports, check that game out. I think you get to see pressing probably not the answer against Lawrence because Coney did it the whole game.
And failed.
Did not bother Lawrence at all, and I think really allowed them to get their offense going with some easy decisions, easy looks. And so I imagine Messalonskee going to set back in the half court more so where Lawrence struggles when it's a set offense. On top of that, I would say we talk a lot about Keenan Clark as one of the few actual bigs who plays like a big here in Maine. Parker Reynolds is more of the stretch big that's in the modern basketball, but Parker Reynolds is, to me, absolutely more of a rim protector than Keenan Clark is.
Oh, no question about it. He can leap. I mean, he can get up to the rim. He can dunk. I'm sure Clark can, but Reynolds can get up above the rim. He is a true classic rim protector, along with being that stretch big guy that you talked about. He can get up and down the court like a guard, like a really, really fast guard. So, look, Messalonskee, surely the more talented team. These 2 teams played earlier this year, and Messalonskee won by 27 points. It was not even close. It was a colossal blowout. But Lawrence has been down that road before, having been blown out by teams and having come back here down the stretch and either played them really tough or won.
Well, part of that, too, is we talk about, obviously, Lawrence kind of starts behind the 8 ball as Lucas Proctor, Michael Hamlin, 2 of your more experienced players, 2 starters from last year's team, don't play basically a second. There was a nice moment for Proctor for senior night, but basically don't play this season. And so you start behind the 8 ball, but I think what you started to see and what was obviously a factor in the Coney upset is had a lot of inexperience, and you've seen Trevor Pellerin come along as a ball handler to kind of help take some of the pressure off Kirian, which is nice because then he can play off and be more of a spot-up shooter at times. And then Braden Davidson was our player of the game. He had 19 points. His offense has come along. But the big thing is going to be Lawrence is going to have to find a way to, again, keep turnovers low, and they're going to have to find a way, I think, to find some offense, whether it's stealing some easy points, finding some success in the half court, and just kind of mucking it up a bit because I think Messalonskee absolutely wants to run. So if Lawrence gets in that game, that's what Messal's been doing all season.
It is senior night tonight here at Messalonskee High School. For those of you tuning in, hoping that we will cover it, we will. Don't worry. We will be here and cover the entire senior event for the boys and for the girls. So I mentioned that each game had its own special meeting in Game 2 very quickly before we kick it out to break. The meaning of Game number 2, a chance for Lawrence to run the table in the regular season, go 18-0, and 11 points. That's what Maddie Provost needs after a 35-point last night. 35-point night last night against the Coney Rams as Lawrence hung on to win the game by 1. She is now within 11 of 1,000 for her career. Ooh, they might be starting that senior thing quicker than I thought they were going to start. So let's sit right here and make sure we don't miss any of it. So that's the significance of Game 2. Maddie Provost with what looks like a sure shot at 1,000, and the Lawrence Bulldogs where they shot to go 18-0 and win every game. That's not us, and win every game that they play here during the regular season. So yeah, they are going to stop the clock at 5 minutes, and we will get started with senior night here at Messalonskee High School quickly. And let's look at the roster for the Eagles. They got a lot of seniors. Ty Bernier, Ryan Parent, Drake Brunel, Parker Reynolds, and Michael Acorn. So the core of this team is seniors, and so they're going to be introduced. So we will turn our camera's attention to the Messalonskee Eagles right now. The place is jammed, unlike I've seen it this year. It is full of more people than I have seen at all this year here in Oakland, despite the fact that the boys have had a spectacular regular season. When you combine the fact that Lawrence has a chance to go 18-0, Maddie Provost has a chance to get 1,000 points in her career, obviously people from Fairfield turned out.
First, obviously, great tradition here in Maine. I don't actually remember seeing this a ton at other places I do, but for senior nights, they always give a shout-out to the other seniors on the team. So obviously they're going through the Lawrence seniors now who had their senior night in the upset of Coney.
They did. And a great night it was for the Lawrence Bulldogs. I think that's as obviously satisfied as I've seen Jason Pellerin look in a couple of years.
As you said, it obviously was a great back-and-forth game. Highly recommend checking it out on Centromate Sports on YouTube. But the person who was celebrating the most, despite the players really being pumped about that, was Coach Pellerin. He was on the court, fist-pumping, high-fiving everybody.
He was. Jason is an excitable boy when he lets it go, and it was great to see him let it go. All right, there's Ty Bernier.
No surprise, been a big straw that stirs the drink for this Eagles team the last couple seasons.
Sure has Ty, one of the best pure shooters in Maine high school basketball. His folks and family, his mom, of course, is Heidi Bernier, the athletic director at Waterville High School, but his dad, Ray, out there, and brothers and assorted family members. Ty's had a marvelous career. Flowers for Mrs. B. And a hug for the gentleman who I think is his grandfather.
I will say, too, Mike, I had a couple numbers for you for Lawrence. A couple numbers, more so feeling, because I don't have the numbers right in front of me, that stood out last night. How about the fact that Bernier ended up with 10 points, had a flurry in the third. Parent, I think, had 12 last night at Skowhegan, but neither of them played great. And Messalonskee sat the starters after 3, up 30. I think it's just a testament to how some of the depth has really developed for the Eagles here along the season.
Yeah, and Sam Smith and I had a quick Facebook Messenger exchange this morning, and he was grateful the fact that they got out to a 30-point lead and were able to rest them. Here's Ryan Parent, and by now, if you follow high school basketball in the area at all, you know Ryan's mom passed away a couple of years ago now, and how important she was to the fabric of this community and to Ryan in his life. His sister, his dad, his other sister.
Tell you what, not to get away from two great games that I'm looking forward to tonight, but I cannot wait, speaking of Ryan Parent, for the lacrosse season, because you
love Ryan Parent playing lacrosse.
He is. You talk about him and Ty Bernier being gunners offensively for basketball. Ryan Parent is nearly unstoppable on the lacrosse field.
He is a gunner for sure on the lacrosse field. Here's Drake Brunel.
Speaking of lacrosse players.
Yep, another good lacrosse player, baseball player, very good football player. Missed, of course, part of the year this year due to an ankle injury in football.
And he's going down to Bowdoin, right, for football? Is that right?
I believe so.
He's going to go play cornerback, which – I got to be honest, surprised from all the memos we had, a lot of publicity that he really had kind of his choice because he a really good defensive back for the Messalonskee football team, but staying local.
And been a very key contributor to all three programs, literally all 4 years here at Messalonskee High School. So Drake Brunel and family out there now. Congratulations to Drake on a great high school career so far. Not over with yet.
Tons of high school teams are watching Brunel leave happy because he's an agitator.
Indeed. I know B.L. Lippert is one of them, the Coney football coach. He's had enough of Drake Brunel. Here's Parker Reynolds. Reynolds, the stretch forward that we talk about, and the rim protector for this Messalonskee team.
And the funny thing about him, too, is we saw it against Skowhegan. It's not just that he's a rim protector. He has the ability to go defense to offense. We saw several times last night him either swat a shot or grab a board, baseball pass, and next thing you know, it's a layup the other way.
It happens fast with him. He is so quick and can run like a gazelle and get off the floor big time. He can leap right through the roof.
And you leave him open, he can knock down a shot.
Yep, he can hit the three. We haven't seen him take many here lately, but certainly can hit the three. So Parker Reynolds finishing up his regular season high school basketball career, one that he hopes will continue for several more games in the Augusta Civic Center. And, of course, the Eagles have had a couple of runs in the past few years, including last year.
And talk about the performance of Parker Reynolds, too, having the shoes to fill with Merrick Smith leaving the program and this team being 15-2 on the cusp of having a 16-2 season.
Yeah, and no letdown. I mean, it had to hurt to lose Merrick, and here is Michael Acorn. Bench piece extraordinaire, and a good one at that. But you lose Merrick Smith, and as Sam Smith said, we wish Merrick well. We wish you were with us, but we had to move on. We moved on. We decided we're going to run and gun, and that's what we do.
And they do it well. Acorn, of course, one of Mike's. Michael, actually both the Acorn brothers. And you see Sean's going to be out there to greet him. But ought to be a darn good battery for the baseball team this spring.
I love watching Sean throw to Mike. It's cool. He pats his kid brother on the back of the head.
I think Michael had one of the very few home runs you and I saw last year. He absolutely
got some
clubbed
power.
One.
And I love his presence behind the plate as a catcher. He's a big catcher. I'm always a fan of big catchers. He can block the ball. And it was great to watch Sean throw to Mike last year as a freshman. That was so cool to see.
And some high leverage situations, too.
And here is manager Braden Furbush, who we got to see play last night. And I've never seen the Messalonskee bench light up more than they did when he had a couple of shots late in the game. One of which almost went in. The bench, I think they would have done somersaults.
I imagine he's going to get a chance to crank one.
I hope he does tonight.
He went through warm-ups. Normally, obviously, manager doesn't, but he's ready to go.
He's got the uni on tonight, so it's great to see that. And it's great to see that he is so highly thought of and so well respected that he is being honored like all the other players on the bench for the Messalonskee Eagles who are seniors, and his family out there as well with an opportunity to enjoy this moment and to soak it all in.
Tell you what, Mike, you made a comment as we got into it, but how about this? We don't look, nothing against Messo.
No, the place doesn't sell out like this.
No, it is packed, and I was saying the student sections you can see there on the back right side. Don't get a ton of it, but the student section is packed tonight, too, for the Eagles.
Right, and we know Lawrence travels well, and they certainly have. They have filled the rest of the gym here tonight for sure. All right, so there you go. Senior festivities 2024-25 for the Lawrence Bulldogs. A quick break. We'll come back with the starting lineups, get you set for basketball between Lawrence and Messalonskee. The boys will get it going next on The Score.
At Central Maine Community College, we are building things that last. We're investing in technology, new facilities, and offering more degree programs than ever before. You can get the traditional college experience at a fraction of the cost. And for some, it's even free.
Wait, did she just say free?
That's right, free tuition for Maine high school grads from 2020 through 25. Set your goals and find your path at CM. Let's build a future together.
There's money in your unwanted metal. Clark Scrap Metals pays top dollar for any cars, trucks, or scrap metal that you want to get rid of. Stop over, we'll weigh it and give you a check. Got a big job that needs a major cleanup? We'll drop off and pick up one or more of our roll-off containers for residential or commercial work. And at Clark's, we crush cars. We travel statewide and offer fair prices. Locally owned for 3 generations, no one knows scrap metal like Clark's. In Chelsea, Hollowell, and Jay. Online at clarkscrapmetals.com.
It's that moment when everything comes to a halt.
Mom, is everything okay?
It's okay. We can call for some help.
And what you need most is someone you can trust.
201 Service, this is Brandon speaking. How can I help you?
Hi, yeah, my car just broke down. I think I need some help.
At 201 Service, we know it's more than just about fixing what's broken. It's about being there when it matters most.
Not to worry, ma'am. We have your location, and help is already on its way.
Don't worry, honey. Help's on the way.
Okay, Mom.
Wherever you are, whatever the time, you can count on us to be there. Because in those uncertain moments, knowing you're not alone makes all the difference. 201 Service, Maine's trusted towing and recovery partner since 1984.
Tonight's game on the score from Messalonskee High School in Oakland is brought to you by the Central Maine Motors Auto Group in Waterville, the dealer with no dock fees, where cars and trucks cost you less. Online at cmautogroup.com. Let's run down the starting lineups. First of all, for the visiting Lawrence Bulldogs with a tournament spot on the line, they will start the following. Trevor Pellerin starts at the point. He is 5'10". He is a junior. Guard number 2, Preston Roy, 5'7", senior. Guard number 3, Cole Curian. He is 6 feet and a senior. Rest of the lineup goes this way. Leighton Bradford, 5'11". He'll play a forward position. He's a senior. And Braden Davidson, 6'2", our player of the game. The other night, he got our flagship Cinema swag bag. Braden Davidson, a 6'2" senior. So again, for Lawrence, it is Pellerin, Roy, Curian, Bradford, and Davidson, the starters for Jason Pellerin and the Lawrence Bulldogs. For the Messalonskee Eagles of Sam Smith, they will go this way. Sean Acorn, the 5'10" sophomore, starts at the point. Second guard for Messalonskee is Ty Bernier, 6'1" and a senior. Third guard is Ryan Parent, 6'1" and a senior. Basically, it's 4 guards and 1 stretch forward. The third or fourth guard is Shrake Brunel, 6'2" and a senior. Then Parker Reynolds, that stretch forward, 6'5" and a senior. So again, Acorn, Bernier, Parent, Brunel, and Reynolds for Sam Smith and the number 1 in Class A North, Messalonskee Eagles. There you have it. Starting lineup is done. All the pregame festivities are done. Let's play basketball. Lawrence and Messo, a meaningful game for the Fairfield bunch. It's coming up after this on the score.
For us, it's a family business that is steeped in tradition. You know, our relationship with Waterville goes back a long ways. Over the years, we've been fortunate enough to grow, and we've been able to grow with the town. We look at the work that we do as something bigger than just the sale of a car or the servicing of an automobile. We're here to be a part of something bigger than just ourselves by giving back to the community with our time and our energy, because it's all about taking care of people.
When you're ready to tackle your next building project, no matter how big or small, depend on Hammond Lumber Company for the products and services you need. The knowledgeable staff at Hammond Lumber will be with you every step of the way and keep your project on schedule. From free estimating and project planning to design and drafting services, an extensive product inventory with a wide variety of brands to choose from, and of course, Hammond delivers from any of the locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
At Midstate Machine in Winslow, Maine, we manufacture complex components and large-scale turbines that power industries across aerospace, defense, and energy. We're hiring CNC machinists. And whether you're experienced or just starting out, we offer on-the-job training to help you build a rewarding career. Join our Safety First team, where your ideas are valued, and enjoy competitive pay with 2 weeks of paid time off starting on day 1. Apply today at midstateusa.com, where your career powers the future.
Whether you're looking to buy, build, or refinance your home, at Skowhegan Savings, we make buying your home a personalized experience. Our team of local community bankers are available on your time to help you every step of the way, from pre-qualification to closing your loan. We have a variety of mortgage terms to fit your needs and a bi-weekly payment option that can save you time and money off your loan. We also won't sell your loan, so your loan stays local with us. Contact one of our community bankers or apply online at skowhegan.com to start your home buying journey today.
It's like this every winter. When the temperature drops below 45, my palms sweat and I get really anxious.
It's not your fault. You're suffering from seasonal winter driving disorder. 3 and 4 drivers suffer from SWUDs because they have all-season tires. They aren't designed for wintry weather. Luckily, there's a remedy. Take 4, call me in the morning.
Visit NokianTires.com/remedy for the cure.
Is this a prescription for tires?
201 Tire Battery and Service, Riverside Drive, Vassalboro.
Hi, this is Mike Perkins from KMD Driving School. I've been instructing your children in driver's ed for years. We're accepting new students for the fall and winter classes. Let the professionals teach your children. Call 465-4835. Sign them up for KMD Driving School. New classes begin every 3 weeks. Call 465-4835, 465-4835, or visit us online at kmddrivingschool.com. The journey begins with us. KMD Driving School.
At Danforth's Down Home Supermarket, they're proud to be a second-generation family-owned grocery store with locations in Hermon and Pittsfield. They focus on providing fresh produce, high-quality meats, delicious bakery items, and a well-stocked deli. Danforth's Down Home Supermarket cuts and grinds fresh meat daily, and they offer Maine lobsters year-round. They also bake fresh bread, pastries, and other sweet treats every single morning. For added convenience, online shopping is available at their Hermon location with contactless curbside pickup ready in as little as 2 hours. Come discover Danforth's Down Home Supermarket.
Alrighty, Mike Violet, AJ Knight, and the rest of our score crew back here live at Messalonskee High School in Oakland. The joint is full. We're set for game 1. Boys from Messalonskee taking on the Lawrence Bulldogs, with the Bulldogs having a crack at making the tournament with a win. They upset Coney 2 nights ago. It's a back-to-back night for the Messalonskee Eagles, who beat Skowhegan last night, so a little bit of fatigue there. Lawrence has had at least a day off. And so that's what's on the line in Game 1, a tournament bid for the Lawrence Bulldogs. Game 2, a chance for the Lawrence Bulldogs to complete an undefeated regular season, and Maddie Provost 11 points away from 1,000 points in her fantastic, now just 3-year career.
I was just going to point out to you, I believe, despite all the effort we do to try and find starting lineups, your Messalonskee one's going to need to be amended because it's senior night.
All right, so I would imagine Michael Acorn's going to go instead of Sean.
Looks like it.
All right, we can deal with that.
Just point it out now, get ahead of it.
Yep, Mike is on the bench. Here's Ty Bernier. And that's an appropriate move for Sam Smith.
Just means there's more firepower off the bench.
Exactly. There's Ryan Parent. Certainly Messo has more size, more experience. As Drake Brunel is introduced.
You and I talked about ahead of the Coney game, ended up not being true, that we thought Cole Kirian was going to have to be special to pull off that upset. They kind of did it by committee. I'm going to not learn my lesson and go back, though. I think if Lawrence is going to pull off this upset, Kirian's going to have to put together like a 30-piece.
That's what I just told a fan about 15 minutes ago. I think that in order for Lawrence to do this tonight, somebody's got to step up. The likely somebody is Cole Kirian, and he's got to break it for 25 or 30. So we shall see. Lawrence in the road blue, trimmed in the white. Messo in the home whites, trimmed in the blue with the red. And we are set to go. Parker Reynolds will be on the tip here against Braden Davidson. Reynolds with a 3-inch height advantage, but certainly the leaping ability, he wins easily as well. Here we go. 3 officials. We're set for basketball. Lawrence and Messo underway. Reynolds the tap. Over to Bernier, now to Brunel. Back to Bernier. Ty stops and pops on Pellerin. Fills it. Look out. Bernier, who took a while to hit his first shot last night, hit his first shot tonight. Here's Kirian. Kirian drives to the right. Nothing there. Uses the pivot foot, drops it off back to Braden Davidson. Davidson now to Pellerin. Pellerin whirls around, stopped, almost traveled, got it back outside. He did travel, I thought so. I defer to the officials. They made the call. I agree with it. It's traveling, and Lawrence can't do that.
And I think Pellerin kind of put himself in that position. I like spin. If Acorn's there, then pick up your dribble, but he stopped without making the move.
So pressure by Lawrence in the back. Here's Brunel, guarded by Kirian. They met each other on the football field this year. Brunel on the right. Stops. There's Michael Acorn at the top. Back to Brunel. 2-0. Messo in the lead. Brunel, hesitation dribble, jump step. He traveled. Nope, jump ball is called, and the arrow, I cannot see. It'll stay.
No, it should be Lawrence.
Nope, it is Lawrence's ball because Messo won the tap.
Yeah, nice job, Preston Roy. Good recovery there to tie that one up.
All right, Roy into Pellerin. Trevor, he'll be back next year. Oop, bad pass there, telegraphed and stolen by Brunel. Brunel goes up over Kirian, lays it in. And you can't do that. Have I said that before tonight yet?
You can't turn over, but you especially can't give up touchdown turnovers.
No. Pellerin beating Reynolds on the dribble. That doesn't happen much. 3 from the corner is no good there by Leighton Bradford. Rebound taken down by Reynolds to Brunel. Outlet to Bernier. Stops and pops. Way good. 7-0. Let's see how long Jason Pellerin lets this go.
Think the senior's ready for a senior night?
Yep. A little better start than last night. Here's Kirian on the drive, a ball fake, and he lost it out of bounds. No, knocked out of bounds by Parker Reynolds. Lawrence really needs a basket. It is 7-0 Messo. Stop this bleeding right here. Here's Pellerin. Back out deep it goes to Leighton Bradford. Bradford open for 3. Got it! They needed that. They get it. 7-3. The Messo lead is 4. 6:15 to go in the first. Glad you're with us tonight here on CentralMainSports.com, 1160thescore.com. The Score's YouTube channel at Central Maine Sports, on the radio on AM 1160 WSKW. Bounce pass to Reynolds, and he slams it down. Cut to the basket. Boom!
Well, you said in the pregame, we think he can dunk. There it is.
He can. 9-3. Kirian, a stutter step, drives all the way, lays it off. He is fouled, and it will be an inbounding situation. Saturday night, we have hockey. The Messalonskee hockey team taking on Hamden Academy at 7 at Jack Kelly Rink at Colby.
That's a good matchup. I think that's currently the 1-4 matchup, so potentially a second round.
Quick pass into Davidson. Davidson shut off by Acorn. Back outside it goes to Leighton Bradford. Bradford drops it off for Braden Davidson. Davidson looks it over, takes a 3. Makes the 3. 2 threes for Lawrence. They've closed the gap to 3. It is 9-6 Messo. Here is Brunel. Brunel open for 3. Fires, no good. Rebound right out to Kirian. On the gallop. Kirian waits for everybody. Foul line left to Davidson. Davidson back in the corner. It goes for Bradford. Bradford down to Pellerin. Pellerin stops, foul line left. In the corner, Davidson. Or check that, Bradford. Bradford goes up, and what is it, a 3 seconds?
Stepped out of bounds.
All right, he stepped on the baseline. Here is Sean Acorn in for Michael. Brothers give each other a hug.
That was a nice take. That was a nice take there, but again, ran out of real estate. I'm going to say it again. Sean Acorn, one of the best offensive rebounding guards in the state.
He's 5'9". I don't know how he does it. Brunel.
Desire.
That counts for a lot of it. Look at Dennis Rodman over the years. He wanted the ball more than everybody else. Parent pushes off, fires a 3 short. Rebound Reynolds. They'll do it again. Shovels to Sean Acorn. Acorn hands it off to Reynolds. Reynolds tries to circle around it. Can't. Shut off there by Davidson. Ball's on the floor. Loose, out of bounds. Off whom? It's out of bounds off Sean Acorn. It's a Lawrence ball.
I don't think Reynolds is necessarily bad with the ball in his hands, but I don't think you want your center trying to cross over at the 3-point line.
Good point. True. Here's Pellerin. Zigzags. Over on the right to Davidson. Davidson to the elbow. In the corner to Bradford. Bradford circles to the sideline. Popping out up top, Davidson. Now to Pellerin. 9-6, Messo by 3. Pellerin can't beat Perrin on the dribble. Goes to Roy. Now outside to Davidson, drives, kicks it outside to Kurian. Kurian hasn't tried a shot yet, cutting to the basket. Pellerin, nifty little quick shot there, going in the other direction, and he almost got it to fall down. Stolen by Roy, but Preston can't keep it in play. It's out of bounds in the backcourt right in front of the Messo bench. It'll be an Eagles ball.
Nice recovery there by Roy. Yeah, it was a good take. Tough shot, though, going up over Bernier.
Into Brunel. Guarded by Kurian. Brunel takes a trip to the right. Reynolds comes out to pick it off. Curls around it, goes in, floater, floated short, so short it didn't get anything. Didn't even get the net, and it's out of bounds. Didn't put enough on it, and we've got a whistle. 30-second timeout taken by Jason Pellerin. We will hang right here with 3:52 remaining in the first quarter, and after Messo jumped out to a 7-zip lead, the game has calmed down, and Lawrence on a 6-2 run here to cut it to 9-6.
Messalonskee's done it sort of by committee. You know who their two top dogs are, but last couple possessions, Mike, they've come down, and you know who hasn't touched the ball? Ty Bernier. Taking him, and we've seen him last few games. He's gotten off to slow starts. Here tonight, makes his first two shots. I think I'd let number one run some pick and roll.
Yeah.
You know, the funny thing that just dawned on me, Mike, Parker Reynolds is the big difference, but these two teams actually kind of built similar. Guard-heavy teams that really want to shoot the ball well and probably get up and down.
Here's Pellerin over to Kurian. Some zone here from Messo. It's like a 2-1-2, something like that. Rebound or the ball that is knocked out of bounds by Ty Bernier. And it'll be an inbounding situation for the Lawrence Bulldogs in the front court. Leighton Bradford to put it into play. Back to Pellerin. Pellerin faking it all over the place. Finally goes to Kurian. Kurian looking for it. Not there. Left corner, Bradford three. Short. Rims out to the elbow. Picked up by Reynolds. Gets it ahead to Brunel. Bullet no look to Acorn. Had too much on it. Acorn saved it outside to Bernier. Over to Brunel. Brunel turns down the three. Drives. Kicks it outside. Reynolds fakes a three. Walked. Should have taken it.
Yeah, I think a little bit too much unselfishness there. I think Bernier had a good look. Brunel had a good look. I think Reynolds could have taken that three. I think he would have lived with all of those.
If you got a good look and you're one of these shooters, shoot. 9-6 still. It's been that way for a couple of minutes. Kurian against the zone. Over to Pellerin on the left. Pellerin, one dribble, back out to Kurian. Kurian a stutter step down low. Unable to use it there was Leighton Bradford. Corner three, good by Preston Roy. We're tied at 9. It's a 2. It's 9-8.
It was Bradford that hit
that.
Nope,
it was a 3. 9-9. So thank you very much. Bradford hit the 3. So 3-3. It was a 3. Now Parrott, this will be a 3. It is short as it brings down Icicles with it. Rebound Pellerin. Up to Davidson. Davidson up to Bradford. Bradford back to Pellerin. Nice one-hop catch. Right corner, Roy. Roy back out front now to Bradford. Bradford. Foul line right to Roy. Preston back up top, Davidson. Davidson floats through, kicks it off on the sidelines in the corner now for Pellerin. Pellerin whirls around, stops foul line, nothing there. Back foul line left Davidson. Fumbled it, got it back. Now in the corner for Pellerin. Pellerin fakes, trying to beat Bernier, can't. Now the bounce pass back outside, Leighton Bradford. 9 up. 2 minutes to go. Crunch time is here. The shot is up. It is no good. The rebound is cleared, and it's thrown away. They had it, and the pass was thrown away, and it is a turnover, and crunch time is brought to you by Clark Scrap Metals. Clark Scrap Metals, don't fix it, scrap it. Locations in Chelsea, Hollowell, and Jay. 9 all, 1:45 to go. In the first, we're in crunch time, baby. Davidson for 3, got it. Lawrence with the lead. They lead it 12-9.
All of them from the three-point line, too. All 12 points.
They're on a 12-2 run. Brunel calls him out. Foul line left extended, now to Reynolds. Reynolds trying to drive, drops it off under the basket. Acorn just in the steal, Arbor in the game, and Anderson Arbor walked and turns it over with 1:17 to go in the first, and a 12-9 Lawrence lead on the ball. So Arbor is in. Here's Pellerin. Pellerin, an opening, goes up, lays it up over Bernier, missed the shot. Rebound is cleared by Arbor, muscles it away from everyone. Reynolds to Bernier. Bernier stops from about 25. Bang!
Again, maybe find number 1.
12 all. The drive here under the basket. It is Leighton Bradford. Shot off, cutting to the basket. Pellerin. The pass was too low. Ball picked up by Bernier. Bernier shovels Reynolds. Back to Bernier. He's going to shoot it. He throws up an air ball. And the rebound cleared by Keegan Littlefield, who just came in. So he made his first 3. The fourth one, air. Here's Curian to Pellerin. 25 seconds to go. 12 all. Nice bounce back by Lawrence. Here's Littlefield. Littlefield to Curian. Clock at 20. Crunch time personified. Here is Pellerin with 13. Right sideline, Bradford. Bradford with 9. On the baseline, right corner, Davidson. Davidson foul line to Pellerin. They got to shoot it. Pellerin, 3, 2, goes in. He gets knocked down. There's no foul. They say no foul, and that is it. So Lawrence with an opportunity at the end for a final shot. They squandered it. Score after the first 8. Lawrence 12, Meso 12. This is high school basketball on The Score.
Whittemore & Sons, your Coyote tractor dealer. Dependable sales and service for over 50 years. We are located on the Waterville Road in Skowhegan. Sales and service by a family who cares.
Time for our first quarter breakdown, brought to you by 201 Service in Skowhegan, Maine's trusted towing and recovery partner since 1984. First 7 points scored by the Messalonskee Eagles, and a 12-2 run by the Lawrence Bulldogs, and we got ourselves a 12-12 ball game at the end of one. First quarter breakdown brought to you by 201 Service in Skowhegan. Here we go to quarter number 2.
Yeah,
a playoff spot on the line for Lawrence.
All 12 points for the Bulldogs from the three-point line. Actually divided Davidson Bradford, 2 3-pointers made each. And again, just 6-3 rebounds. Talked about the rebounding advantage for Meso, but 4 first-quarter turnovers apiece.
All right, it is a Lawrence ball. Excuse me, it's a Messalonskee ball. Pass into Brunel. Drake, guarded by Cole Curian. Lawrence in man-to-man. Popping out foul line left, Parent. Parent up top, Bernier. Bernier squares for 3. No good. Rebound Reynolds to the moon to get that one. Offensive board and another opportunity here on the offensive end for Meso. Here's Brunel outside on the right. Spins in. Dribbled it off his foot. Picked up there by Davidson. To Curian. Cole, some fancy dribbling. Kicks it over right side. We got a foul before that as Moore fires up a 3 after the pass. And a foul called here on Meso.
Brunel, a little frustration, just grabbed
Cole
Curian because he beat him. Made a shake and baked on him.
Littlefield to put it into play. 12-12. Scores down, which is good for Lawrence. Littlefield looking. Ball's tipped, and it is off the support. That is still Lawrence's ball.
Also worth noting, Mike, I must have missed it, but they said that's Brunel's second foul.
I must have missed it too. They throw it away. Parent picked it off. That was a terrible pass. Here's Parent weaving up the court to the right. A stutter step trying to go on Pellerin. No foul is called. He goes in and scoops it up with a hook shot up and in.
That was a lot of contact.
14-12. 3 officials tonight. Bounce pass thrown away. Picked off by Arbor. Arbor over on the right. It's Brunel. To Reynolds. Reynolds drives, shot off there by Littlefield, right corner. Arbor for 3, short. Weak side rebound, run down by Pellerin. One and done for Meso. Here is Cole Curian. Curian runs right by Littlefield. On the elbow, drives in, wild off balance runner, no good, and he ends up on the deck and got fouled, and he's going to the line.
And this is a big deal because I take that back. I think this is going to be on Parent, actually. Yep.
That's good for Messalonskee.
Because I thought it was going to be Brunel, which would have been his third.
Sean Acorn going to come back in, and coming in for Lawrence, Leighton Bradford when they can. Cole Curian at the line. Josiah Stone coming in too. Gave him good minutes last night. Cole hits. 14-13. Stone in, Acorn in, Parent out, Arbor out.
These are our first free throws of the game.
That is true.
That's Curion's first point as Brunel's done a nice job keeping him contained.
And both were tied at 14. Cole Curion hits 2 free throws. 6:43 to go in the third quarter. That is a turnover. The pass into Acorn. It bounced off his hand, then it hit Stone, and then it went out of bounds. Nothing he could do about it. And Lawrence with a turnover here forced. Excuse me. Littlefield throws it off Acorn. He really didn't have much choice.
I didn't want to get that 5 count.
They'll try it again. Littlefield under the Lawrence basket. I don't know what he's waiting for. He's had all kinds of guys open, and it's a 2-bounce pass to Cole Curion. Curion fakes. Can't use it. Now popping out Davidson. Davidson drives on Reynolds, and he lost the ball out of bounds. Unforced turnover there. Not good.
Each team had 4 turnovers apiece in the first quarter. Already 3 for Messo, 2 for Lawrence here in this quarter.
Can't be doing that if you're Lawrence. Here's Brunel up against Curion. Brunel on the left. Right now about 25 feet away from the basket. Popping out is Bernier on the right. Fakes. Stops at the elbow. Now tries again on the other side. The runner. Short rebound there is Davidson. Good defense on Bernier. Up the right side is Bradford to Littlefield. Littlefield, hesitation dribble. Foul line left. It's Moore. Moore, baseline left side, Bradford. Bradford drives, banks at home. Lawrence back in front. 16-14. The baseline was open. He took it.
Nice job staying in bounds as well this time.
Brunel on the right. Lawrence with a lead. A pick. Not much of a roll. Here's Sean Acorn. Rolls in. High jump step. Shot. Oh, tough shot there by Sean Acorn. I don't know how he does it at 5'9". He always finds a way. His strength is one way he does it. On the right now, it is Keegan Littlefield. Guarded by the aforementioned Sean Acorn. Now Bradford. Bradford shovels on the right to Dawson Moore. Now to Braden Davidson. Takes a 3. Nope, front rimmed it. Rebound loose. Josiah Stone comes away with it. Hands it off to Bernier. 16 all. Bernier drives all the way. Goes up. High off the glass. No good. A foul there on Stone as he fouled Littlefield from behind over the back.
Yeah, just a silly foul, too. Don't compound. You're already boxed out. Don't compound it by committing a foul.
All right. Ryder Provost is in for Lawrence. Coming out is Braden Davidson. Ryan Parrott back in for Messo. 5 minutes to go in a low-scoring first half. 16 all. Certainly helps out the cause of Lawrence. In the corner, left side 3, no good by Bradford. Rebound Brunel. Brunel, head up. Drives up, right side. Parent squares for 3. No, he has been off the last couple of nights. Rebound is cleared at the offensive end by Brunel. He's open for a wing 3. That's in and out. Rebound this time comes down into the hands of Leighton Bradford. Out of Littlefield. 4.5 to go in the first half. 16 all. Stopping and popping Cole Curion. Nope. Rebound right there. Provost, and Provost had it blocked by Brunel. Out of bounds off Brunel. It'll stay with Lawrence. Coming back in, Preston Roy and Trevor Pellerin.
We've seen the kid. He's starting to get more and more moved up the rotation, and he gives them good bursts when he plays.
He's pretty poised. Curion stepped on the baseline. That's the second time they've done that here in the first half, and you just can't do that. You just can't turn the ball over like that.
And not only that, he dribbled it on the baseline. It just got to have
foolishness.
Court awareness there.
Into Bernier. Up to Brunel. 16 all still. It's been a grinder. Brunel stopping. Foul line. Right side. Sean Acorn squares up for 3. No good. Rebound Reynolds. Way over Provost there. He has about 4 or 5 inches on him and a lot of experience. It goes in. Left-handed hook is good. Reynolds took Provost to school there.
That's the trade-off.
18-16. It's a 2-point game. Curion drives, goes up over Acorn, no good. It was an air ball. Rebound picked off by Reynolds. Pass up to the streaking Bernier, fouled by Roy. Possession foul. It'll be a Messo ball at midcourt with 3:49 to go in the second quarter. Here's Brunel. Brunel, right side. Hands it off to Bernier. Ty puts it on the floor. Behind a pick. Launches a three. Nope. Too long. Rebound out to Pellerin. Taken away by Brunel. Foul line pop. Acorn fills it. Just as steady as you please there for Sean Acorn. 20-16. It's a 4-point lead for Meso. 3:22 to play in the first half. Curian in trouble. Goes down low to Provost. Provost turns, and I don't know if he got hit, but that ball went way over the rim. The rebound, Parent. Parent under, up, and in. That was a big boy layup there by Ryan Parent, and it's 22-16.
That was just all muscle right there.
8 in a row scored here by Meso. And if you're Lawrence, you'd hate to blow a good first half with a late fade. 22-16. Outside, it's Curian. A whistle and a timeout is taken. A full one by Jason Pellerin. We'll take it 2:45 to go in the first half. The score, Messalonskee 22, Lawrence 16. You're watching and listening to high school basketball on the place for local sports, The Score.
At Hite Chevrolet in Skowhegan, our family is here for your family. And our family has been providing affordable, reliable transportation to families in central and western Maine for 113 years. You don't have that kind of longevity in the car business without building strong, trusting relationships with customers from one generation to the next. Whether you're looking for a new or pre-owned, financing or special incentives, your shopping experience is always stress-free at Hite Chevy. Hite Chevrolet on Madison Avenue as you turn into Skowhegan. You'll also find the Hite family of dealerships in Madison and Farmington.
At Central Maine Community College, your future is our priority.
I'm going to be a preschool teacher.
An HVAC technician.
Pediatric nurse.
Whether your college journey is starting here,
I'm going to be an architect.
Physical therapist.
I'm going to be a lawyer.
Or we're a stop along the way.
I'm going to be a doctor.
A machinist.
Honestly, not 100% sure yet.
With over 40 programs,
I'm going to be a graphic designer.
An athletic trainer.
There is something for everyone.
CMCC.
Your future starts here.
Post timeout, Lawrence with the ball. 2:40 to go in the first half, 22-16. Meso, 8-0 run in progress here for the Messalonskee Eagles. Here's Pellerin on the far side, and a whistle away from the ball and a foul on Messalonskee.
That is Parent for a hold is what he said. Yeah, as you see there on the mid-state machine replay, Davidson set a screen. He just basically pushed him.
All right, so Roy will inbound it far side. Lawrence kind of needs a hoop.
Yeah, they do. That's Parent, by the way, his second foul.
Pellerin drives. Left corner, Curian, three ball on the way. There's the hoop they needed, 22-19. Curian from the left corner makes it a three-point ball game. 2:15 to go in the first half. Brunel on the right. Picks the dribble up, popping out is Parker Reynolds. Other than a dunk, he's been quiet. Now Bernier and a foul on Davidson. Close enough to crunch time to tell you that it's crunch time, and crunch time is brought to you by Clark Scrap Metals. Don't fix it, scrap it. Clark Scrap Metals locations in Chelsea, Hollowell, and Jay. Coming in for Lawrence is Keegan Littlefield, and checking out Preston Roy, and Roy out now with 2.
Yeah, Roy got on the reach there, and Coach Pellerin working the sideline ref there about it, I think.
Here's Bernier with it. Ty holds it over to Sean Acorn. Acorn goes in on Curian, spins, lays it in. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a big boy drive to the basket there by Sean Acorn.
He's just so strong, and he just exploded out of that spin.
24-19. He is going to be an exceptional athlete here at Messalonskee High School. The lead is 5. Ball tips off, and it goes over in the corner for Bradford. Now Curian, a high bounce. He comes away with it. Now Lawrence tones it down, and Davidson with a minute and a half on the drive. Shot no good. Rebound. Reynolds got a piece of that. Parent to Acorn. Acorn goes up. Curian, he almost got that to go in off the glass. And Acorn fouled by Curian. He'll go to the line, and right now, this is Sean Acorn's game.
He's got 6 points in this quarter, obviously going to the line with a chance to add 2 more.
Jason Pellerin working the refs.
Yes, he is.
He is giving them the business. Shot is up and no good. Here's Anderson Arbor. He is going to come in for Drake Brunel.
I will say, Mike, if there's one area that I think we've noticed down the stretch, Acorn, not the most consistent free throw shooter.
All right, one more for Sean. Spins it, dips, fires, and hits. 25-19. The lead is 6. 1:20 to go in the first half. Almost falling down there was Bradford. Bradford did lose the ball. Bad turnover. Here's Bernier out of the chute. Bernier waits for his buddies. Parent is firing for 3. Nope, he has been way off, but guess who got the rebound? Sean Acorn. Offensive rebound machine at 5'9". Arbor works it to the right. 1 minute to go. Up top to Acorn. Acorn behind a Reynolds pick. Acorn on the cup there to Reynolds. Pass was behind him. Run down by Arbor. They hang on to it. Now Acorn. Acorn slapped away by Curian. Taken back by Parent. No look in the corner. Arbor for 3. Nope. Rebound comes down to Davidson. Lawrence with the ball, down 6. Let's see if Jason Pellerin with 40 seconds to go is going to make him wait. Up top to Littlefield. Popping out is Curian. Curian now to Littlefield. And that is knocked off Parent, so it is not a backcourt. Leighton Bradford over to Pellerin. We're down to 23. Pellerin to the right. Back out front for Curian. Curian to Pellerin. Now, they didn't run this well at the end of the first quarter. Got to do it better here. We are at 10 seconds left. It is Littlefield to Curian. A jump step in, a foul, which Messalonskee did not have to waste. And it should be shots here for Cole Curian. It will be. So they give Cole Curian 2 free throws. Lawrence will take that. Thank you very much.
Acorn curling off that screen was behind. I actually thought they might get Bernier on the reach, but Acorn just trying to fight to stay with him.
2 for Cole Curian. 25-19. 25-20. The lead is 5. 7.1. Plenty of time for Messo to get up and down the court. One more for Curian. Dips, shoots, rolls in. 25-21. 7.1 into Arbor. Arbor with 5 midcourt. Shovels to Acorn and what? Timeout?
Timeout, Messo.
All right, Sam Smith got a timeout. 3.1, they'll put it in at midcourt. It's a full. We'll take a quickie. 3.1 to go first half. The score, Messo 25, Lawrence 21. Back after this.
Casella Waste. You see their trucks everywhere all the time. That's because they're out taking care of customers like you. Roll-off dumpsters, they've got them 15 to 50 yards. And they're in your neighborhood picking up the trash so you don't have to worry about it. Weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly. From 2 to 10 yards. Casella Waste will also deliver portable toilets when and where you need them. And they offer septic services. Call to learn more about Casella Waste. 872-8257, 872-8257 for Casella Waste.
All righty, Mike Violet, AJ Knight, the rest of the score crew back live here at Messalonskee High School. Let's reset it here. 3.1 seconds left first half. 25-21. Messalonskee leading the Lawrence Bulldogs. It'll be a Messalonskee ball at midcourt. I don't know who has the arrow. We do not have the luxury of being able to see it.
They even got it on the scoreboard. Put it up there.
I know.
Use it. Got it on both scoreboards.
Use it. All right. So Lawrence breaks out.
One other thing for your reset, Mike. Lawrence does have a foul to give.
Yes, they do. Thanks for pointing that out. They have 3 fouls, so 1 to play with.
So they can, if you're beat defensively, you can take that foul and not give up shots.
Those are not in the active shooting. Acorn to put it in. Quickly to Bernier. Bernier fouled, and there it was, and they used it there. So 1.3, and that is very strategically well done. It'll be an inbounding situation on the baseline. Plenty of time for catch and release. Arbor to put it into play. They're all lined up from side to side. They lob it. They're looking for Reynolds. It ends up Parent. He takes a 3, no good. So a nice comeback down the stretch after a run by Messo. It's a 4-point lead for the Eagles at halftime. Our score from Messalonskee High School, Messalonskee Eagles 25, Lawrence Bulldogs 21. You're watching and listening to high school basketball on The Score.
Over 30 years ago, Paul and John A. Bowen set out on a mission to help aging Mainers stay in their own homes. Assistance Plus grew from their passion, dedication, and integrity where clients come first. Today, Assistance Plus serves not only the elderly, but clients with developmental and behavioral health challenges. Assistance Plus is here for you today and through all points of your life.
Looking for a way to heat your home while staying within your budget? A home heating loan from Connected Credit Union is the perfect solution. We've got you covered with an affordable way to keep warm this winter. Maybe you're thinking of purchasing a heating and cooling system or replacing your windows. Making your home more energy efficient isn't just an investment in your home, it's an investment in your lifestyle. Contact our loan team for more details or apply online at connectedcreditunion.org. Get connected, stay connected. Federally insured by the NCUA, Equal Housing Lender. Membership eligibility required.
My dad's a real hero. Not like a superhero or anything. More like a regular dad kind of hero. 'Cause every weekend, even when the weather's bad and it's super snowy, he always gets us there safe.
They don't know how you do it. All they know is that you care.
See Skowhegan Tire Center. They beat any price. Route 201, Skowhegan.
Notice the price of gas and oil lately? Thinking about a pellet stove? Pellets are a renewable resource that are economical, and pellet stoves don't have to be ugly or loud. Come talk to us at Somerset Stone & Stove. Let us explain why now is the best time to have your pellet stove installed. Wouldn't you love to have a gas stove or fireplace designed for your home? Let Somerset Stone & Stove design and install a Regency gas stove or fireplace that is just right for you. Let us customize your Regency gas stove or fireplace while you enjoy the beauty and warmth. Visit Somerset Stone & Stove in Oakland.
Discover the printing experience you've been searching for at SBS Carbon Copy on 54 Main Street in Waterville. Tired of getting lost in big box stores? Whether you need unique business cards or large format printing up to 44 inches wide, customized invitations that scream you, we've got it all. Our team is here to print, copy, or scan with a smile. Fast, affordable, and with a touch of personality. Don't settle for ordinary. Dash over to mainprintingservices.com where printing's personal, not puzzling.
Mike Violet, AJ Knight, and the rest of our Score crew back here live, Messalonskee High School in Oakland. It is jam-packed tonight. Time for our second quarter breakdown brought to you by 201 Service in Skowhegan, Maine's trusted towing and recovery partners since 1984. 12-12 at the end of one. Messalonskee outscored Lawrence 13-9 in the second. Included in that 13-9, outscoring Lawrence in the second was an 8-2 run after the game was tied at 16, but a nice bounce back by Messalonskee to close it down to 4. 25-21 at the end of the first half. Second quarter breakdown brought to you by 201 Service in Skowhegan, Maine's trusted towing and recovery partners since 1984. So 25-21 here at the half, which is brought to you by Hammond Lumber Company, serving Maine and New Hampshire from 22 locations. Your building project partner, hammondlumber.com. Have to, I think, tip the hat to the Lawrence Bulldogs. Fell behind 7-0 and did not let it faze them. Able to bounce back from that, eventually end up taking a lead, and it worked out pretty well, all things considered.
Yeah, especially here. Let me give you some numbers, Mike. Obviously, one of the big ones you and I talked about in the pregame with the Coney upset was 8 turnovers. Lawrence has 8 turnovers at half.
Yep.
How about this for a rebounding margin? 16-8 Messalonskee. So already got them doubled up. But that being said, to your point, a testament to them because I think Messalonskee, kind of an off night. Credit Lawrence defense, I think, making it tough. Bernier was hot early. He had 8 through the first quarter, finishes with 8, didn't score a point. Parent doesn't have his shot dialed in, and I think Lawrence has done a nice job sticking with him. I will say, you and I made the point, the first Lawrence turnover ends up being a touchdown turnover. Brunell takes the steal, half court, goes down, lays it up. Most of the rest of them have been dead ball turnovers, which still not great, but at least you're not giving up a chance for easy points.
Exactly. You've done well enough in that department. And you have done well enough in keeping the score down. It is 25-21. I don't think you wanted to let the score tonight get to where it got the other night in Fairfield, up in the 70s or upper 60s, mid-70s. I start sounding like a TV meteorologist here, but
if only.
At the risk of doing that, to keep the score down, it is a better thing for the Lawrence Bulldogs, and the score is down right now. It is at 25-21. Got to tighten things up. Still looking for Cole Curian to kind of bust out a little bit and be that guy, because I think in order for win tonight, Lawrence needs someone to be that guy, and he is the likely choice.
Yeah, for Lawrence, only 3 players scored. Bradford's he leads the way with 8, and then Davidson has 6. 12 of their combined 14 points came in the first quarter. Kirian's got 7, all of them coming in the second quarter. 4 of them, though, from the free throw line, so still just 1 made free throw. that I think you credit Drake Brunell in that regard. I think he's done a pretty good job, though. Brunell did pick up 2 first-half fouls along with Parents, so that'll be something to watch. 8 also for Bernier, so he's tied for the game high, and then 4 for Parent and 4 for Parker Reynolds. Excuse me, Sean Acorn has 7. I skipped him there. All 7 of his coming in the second quarters. He really got it going, and I think gave them a little bit of spark from the standpoint of he had the ability to really just explode out of that drive. You and I have joked about it, and it's legit. He's fearless. He goes to the hoop with reckless abandon, and he more often than not, as the season's gone on, gotten more and more consistent.
Yep, and 7 points in the second quarter. He was really, really significant factor in that second quarter. He is fearless. He does not care that he is 5'9". He is incredibly strong. One of the strongest players we've seen.
I agree.
I don't care how tall he is. He is really, really brute strength strong.
Yeah, I think you see it when he goes into the paint. A part of the reason he's able to find success and finish is because despite his diminutive height, he is thick, and it allows him to bang down low. And again, he was the spark I think Messalonskee needed. The offense kind of slowed down again, and Lawrence was able to chew away a bit at the deficit. But I think for Lawrence, you'd like to find a little bit better way to be slightly more effective on the rebounding and then continue to find those open threes they're hitting the first quarter. For Messalonskee, I think just get into some rhythm. I think you see when Messo doesn't get their freewheeling offense where they're able to run and kind of get those open shots, they can get bogged down a little bit at times, and this is what we saw in the second quarter.
Tonight is our final night of regular season high school basketball. On to the tournament next Friday night. That's Valentine's Day night at the Augusta Civic Center, and we will be there for radio-only coverage of the first round of games. We have we have a high school hockey game coming up on this Saturday night as the Hampton Academy Broncos will be here taking on the Messalonskee Eagles. Not our final hockey game, but we will have a hockey game this coming Saturday night, 7 o'clock from Jack Kelly Rink here at Colby College in Waterville.
Real quick correction. Thank you to Shirlene, I think is how you say that. Benson, I said Bowdoin for Drake Brunell. Bates. I was incorrect. I apologize. So he's going to Bates College to play football.
Bobcat rather than a polar bear.
Apologies.
It is duly noted. Score at halftime. Messalonskee 25, Lawrence 21. Second half action next on The Score.
From the moment you check in at Kennebec Eye Care, you'll be greeted with a smile. From there, you'll be given a comprehensive and thorough eye exam from Dr. Peter Parody, Dr. Leslie Sobeck, or Dr. Kaylee Brown. Once your examination is completed, they'll go over what steps need to be taken to improve your eyesight needs with glasses or contacts. If you're a current patient or looking to become a new patient, then see the eye specialists at Kennebec Eye Care. Kennebec Eye Care, your sight specialists since 1955.
At Central Maine Community College, we are building things that last. We're investing in technology, new facilities, and offering more degree programs than ever before. You can get the traditional college experience at a fraction of the cost, and for some, it's even free.
Wait, did she just say free?
That's right, free tuition for Maine high school grads from 2020 through 25. Set your goals and find your path at CM. Let's build a future together.
There's money in your unwanted metal. Clark Scrap Metals pays top dollar for any cars, trucks, or scrap metal that you want to get rid of. Stop over, we'll weigh it and give you a check. Got a big job that needs a major cleanup? We'll drop off and pick up one or more of our roll-off containers for residential or commercial work. And at Clark's, we crush cars. We travel statewide and offer fair prices. Locally owned for 3 generations, no one knows scrap metal like Clark's. In Chelsea, Hollowell, and Jay. Online at ClarkScrapMetals.com.
It's that moment when everything comes to a halt.
Mom, is everything okay?
It's okay. We can call for some help.
And what you need most is someone you can trust.
201 Service, this is Brandon speaking. How can I help you?
Hi, yeah, my car just broke down. I think I need some help.
At 201 Service, we know it's more than just about fixing what's broken. It's about being there when it matters most.
Not to worry, ma'am. We have your location, and help is already on its way.
Don't worry, honey. Help's on the way.
Okay, Mom.
Wherever you are, whatever the time, you can count on us to be there. Because in those uncertain moments, knowing you're not alone makes all the difference. 201 Service, Maine's trusted towing and recovery partner since 1984.
For us, it's a family business that is steeped in tradition. You know, our relationship with Waterville goes back a long ways. Over the years, we've been fortunate enough to grow, and we've been able to grow with the town. We look at the work that we do as something bigger than just the sale of a car or the servicing of an automobile. We're here to be a part of something bigger than just ourselves by giving back to the community with our time and our energy, because it's all about taking care of people.
Mike Filet, AJ Knight, and the rest of our Score crew back here at Messalonskee High in Oakland, ready to go. Second halves. The lineups are the same as start of the game, other than Sean Acorn being out there for Michael Acorn. It's Sean Acorn, Bernier, Brunel, Reynolds, and company.
One other quick number I wanted to throw at you, Mike. Only 6 combined free throws for the first half, which I think everybody is cool with. Let's see a game decided on the court, not at the charity stripe.
Yeah, sure. I think we're all right with that. Bradford, Curian, Pellerin, Roy, and Davidson out there for the Lawrence Bulldogs. Bulldogs going right to left. Here is Davidson, hands it off outside to Cole Curian. Curian drives around Acorn, stops foul line, left side Pellerin takes the three, and Trevor Pellerin hits the three. 25-24.
That defensive possession, it was Acorn on Curian instead of Brunel. Curious to see how long that lasts.
Here's Sean Acorn. On the right to Brunel. Brunel popping out up top now. It is Parent. Parent launches for three. Nope, too long. Rebound Curian. He continues to be off. Curian to Pellerin. Bulldogs can take the lead with a hoop. 25-24. It's not going to happen. Brunel took it away there from Pellerin. Goes in, lays it in. Terrible turnover there by Trevor Pellerin.
And again, you and I talked about half. Lawrence had some turnovers, but they weren't touchdown turnovers, and immediately give that one up.
Can't have it. Curian drives, goes in, got blocked there by Sean Acorn. Loose ball to Bernier. Bernier over to Brunel. Now to Bernier, now to Reynolds. Reynolds hands to Parent. Parent for three. He has got the guts of a cat burglar, and he hits that one. Shooters shoot. It's what they do, 30-24. So that turnover, 5 points straight since then by Messo. The lead is 6. Foul line right extended, Bradford. Bradford to Davidson. Braden Davidson right sideline. To the top now to Pellerin. Pellerin drives in, goes in, runner good by Trevor Pellerin. 30-26, it's back to 4. So Pellerin 5 points here, all 5.
His first 5 too.
Here's Brunel. On the right. Lawrence can make the tournament with a win. Parent 3, got it, look out. He hasn't hit the rim the last 2 threes. 33-26, the lead is 7. This match is the largest lead of the game. Curian, stopped by Acorn at the foul line, tries again, pocket pick, that is by Parent. Parent cruises down, back to Bernier. Driving Brunel, scoops it underhand, it in, and one! And Jason Pellerin gets a predictable timeout here, a full, we'll take it 2. As his Bulldogs have kind of fallen apart here to start this third quarter. Score with 5:34 to go. Lawrence now down by 9. Messalonskee 35. Lawrence 26. Back in a moment on the Score.
When you're ready to tackle your next building project, no matter how big or small, depend on Hammond Lumber Company for the products and services you need. The knowledgeable staff at Hammond Lumber will be with you every step of the way and keep your project on schedule. From free estimating and project planning to design and drafting services, an extensive product inventory with a wide variety of brands to choose from, and of course, Hammond delivers from any of their locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
All right, after the made basket, a timeout taken by Jason Pellerin, a 10-5 run here by Messalonskee to start the second half.
And we've seen this, right, Mike? That's what Lawrence has been able to stop in their 2-game winning streak they're currently on. They haven't given up that big run late that they haven't been able to recover from.
Brunel at the line.
On that last 3, by the way, Parrott became the first player to get into double figures tonight. He's got 10.
Brunel ready. Foul was on Pellerin, his first, and he missed the free throw. Rebound by Davidson. Lead stays at 9, 35-26, largest lead of the game for Messo. Pellerin to Roy. Roy holds, Now to Davidson. Davidson steps back, a three, up over Reynolds. It is no good. Rebound Brunel. Brunel right out of the gate. Brunel runs it up there, jumps it back outside. Acorn to Bernier. Three ball on the way, knocks it down, and look out. It's getting hot in here for the Messalonskee Eagles.
Get Bernier now 11.
38-26. Largest lead of the game. It is 12. Hand off to Davidson by Pellerin. Back to Pellerin. Now to Kirian. Kirian angles around. Kirian goes in, lays it in as he beat Reynolds off the dribble. 38-28. 4.5 to go in the third. Messalonskee leading, and a timeout is called by Sam Smith. It is a 30-second timeout. Gives us time to tell you tonight's game is presented by Central Maine Community College, more than just a community college with over 40 academic degrees and certificates, one of the lowest tuition rates in New England. Just go to cmcc.edu. Your future starts now at Central Maine Community College.
We've seen this, Mike. We're here for the Camden Hills, right? Messalonskee was looking for a little revenge after getting kind of bombarded by the Windjammers up at their place. What happened in the third quarter? Everybody was hitting threes, and next thing you know, that game got out of hand.
It did. And it got out of hand, and it stayed out of hand.
Acorn couldn't miss. Bernier and Parent started hitting three. I think in that third quarter, I think Messalonskee had 6 or 7 threes as a team.
Acorn into Brunel. Now to Parent. Parent from about halfway between the logo and the top of the circle. Missed it. It rolled off. Rebound Davidson. Davidson outlets to Kirian. The lead is 10. Steps back. Fires up a three. No good. Rebound. Michael Acorn knocked out of bounds. No, it is out of bounds off Acorn. I thought he was going to call it out of bounds off Davidson. But Lawrence catches a break. It's a Bulldogs ball.
That's a good call. Mid-State Machine hits a replay. It was last off Acorn.
Kirian steps back. A two on the way. Got it. In and out. Back in again.
He's in double figures with 11.
38-30. Here's Brunel. Brunel over to Parent. Foul line left. Parent hooks a pass to Acorn. Sean. They're both in there. Sean goes up, puts it up and in. Power move by a guy 5'9". 40-30. I don't think I've said that about anyone else this year. Pellerin zigzags, gets it back outside now on the pass to Leighton Bradford. Bradford over the defense to Kirian, left corner. Kirian, stutter step, goes around both Acorns, lays it in.
Threw in a nice little fake pass there to get himself some extra space.
Steal here by Roy. Chance to convert. No look, and a foul before that. No look pass. A dazzler there by Cole Kirian. And a foul is called on, I guess, Michael Acorn.
I think Bernier.
No, it was Bernier. Yep. Pellerin to inbound under the basket. Goes to Kirian in a bad spot, shovels it back after picking it up off the floor. Stepping back is Trevor Pellerin. Shot doesn't go. Rebound Davidson. Back up, fouled by Michael Acorn. And a technical foul is called on Michael Acorn. They teed him up.
Now you can see it here. I think he's frustrated as we showed you first the foul. I think he was upset with the over the back. Or what he perceived as over the back. Chance here for Lawrence, Mike, to make some hay.
Yeah, a chance to make 3 points here without the clock moving and get the ball back afterwards. So Davidson will take the technical foul. Nope, he's going to take the personal foul. He was the one who was fouled. And he hits. 40-33. One more. Oops, no good. Now a technical foul shot taken here by Cole Kirian. So a chance to convert 2 points with the clock stopped. Kirian to shoot the tee. Got it. 40-34. Oh, it's a two-shot technical. So they can get 3 still out of a possible 4. Nope. 2 out of 4, and they'll hang on to the ball. 40-34. Parker Reynolds coming back in. And they're going to let him come in for Acorn.
Lawrence here, not happy, I think, leaving those 2 points here, but still possession. Very fruitful possession here for the Bulldogs.
All right, pass into Roy. Roy, back to Bradford. Leighton pounds it into the floor, guarded by Parent. Foul line left, it's Kurian. Kurian shakes, bakes, pulls it back out. Kurian gets a pick, trying to beat Acorn, shovels it back off. Oh, the layup, no count! It will not count. It is an offensive foul on Braden Davidson.
Drake Brunel.
Yep, took the punishment there. Quickly coming in for Lawrence, Keegan Littlefield, also Dawson Moore. Roy out, Bradford out.
That was such a great play outside of that, and Brunel salvaged it defensively.
Reynolds, went right through Ty Bernier's hands and out of bounds. They turn it over, does Messo.
Don't see this a lot here at home. Messalonskee look like they're losing their composure a little bit.
40. Butterfingers is being chanted by the Rowdies, who are here in full force. The lob, and somehow Davidson came away with it. Left corner, Moore for 3. It's good! 40-37. Dawson Moore off the bench with a 3. And the lead is 3 with 2.5 to go in the third. Driving is Brunel, shovels corner, Bernier for 3. That's long, rebound Reynolds. Let's see, off Lawrence. Unable to contain it there was Keegan Littlefield. All right, putting it into play, Brunel. Bernier squares for 3 left side, yes. Gotta get a hand in his face.
Yeah, that's a big response bucket Messo definitely needed.
43-37. Back outside with it. It is Littlefield. Littlefield hands it off to Pellerin. Pellerin back to Littlefield. Littlefield on the baseline, goes over, kicks it right corner for Kurian. Jump step, goes in, back outside it goes to Davidson. We are in crunch time, and crunch time is brought to you by Clark Scrap Metals. Don't fix it, scrap it. Locations in Chelsea, Hollowell, and Jay. Pellerin drives, high off the glass, it's good! He realized he had to get it up there, and he did. High arcer, and it goes in. Acorn flying up the court, goes in, he hits! Holy mackerel, Sean Acorn! 45-39.
He's at double figures.
He has been great tonight. Chance to be our score player of the game and get the flagship Cinemas swag bag. All right, we got a foul outside. Girls game to follow with the Lawrence Bulldogs having an opportunity to go undefeated in the regular season, and Maddie Provost 11 points away from 1,000 in her career.
I think she might hit that tonight.
In the 18th game of her third/junior year, when she didn't start at all her freshman year. In the corner, a 3 by Cole Kurian, air, outlet pass Brunel. Brunel goes under, goes up, no good. Rebound is cleared by Dawson Moore. Lawrence in a hurry, 1:05 to go in the third. They trail by 6. Kurian has the baseline, shovels it back off to Dawson, or to Bradford, or to Davidson. I take it back. Braden Davidson fouled, and Davidson is going to the line.
Here, Lawrence, you'd like to convert that. Mike, I think Coach Smith's got to make a change. Kurian, they put Acorn on Kurian here in this third, and he's just been able to boogie on him.
All right, at the line, Braden Davidson. Nope, got to hit these free throws. They are monster-sized.
Now, currently, Lawrence is 2 for 5 with another one coming this quarter.
Ouch. One here for one more for Braden Davidson. Got the second one. 45-40. It's 5 with 52 seconds to go in the third. Here is Brunel. Brunel hands it off to Bernier. Bernier stops and pops. Foul line. Jump shot is good. Silky smooth stuff from Ty Bernier.
He's got 16.
47-40. It is 7. 29 seconds left in the third. Lawrence with a tournament bid probably on the line. Here's Kurian, bounce pass. Now to Littlefield, now to Pellerin with 15. Pellerin guarded by Brunel. And we've got a whistle and what, 5 seconds? Yep. Another inauspicious turnover there that you just can't have if you're Lawrence. And you're going to beat Messalonskee in this game. Pass it to Brunel. Brunel back to Bernier. Bernier with 5. Bernier gets a pick. Bernier spins in, lost it outside Brunel for 3. It'll count if it goes, it does not. We go to the fourth. It's a 7-point Messalonskee lead. The score at the end of 3 from Oakland. Messalonskee 47, Lawrence 40. This is high school basketball on The Score.
At Midstate Machine in Winslow, Maine, we manufacture complex components and large-scale turbines that power industries across aerospace, defense, and energy. We're hiring CNC machinists. And whether you're experienced or just starting out, we offer on-the-job training to help you build a rewarding career. Join our Safety First team, where your ideas are valued, and enjoy competitive pay with 2 weeks of paid time off starting on day 1. Apply today at midstateusa.com, where your career powers the future.
Mike Violet, AJ Knight, and our Score crew back here live at Messalonskee High School in Oakland. It is time for our third quarter breakdown. It's brought to you by 201 Service in Skowhegan, Maine's trusted towing and recovery partner since 1984. The edge in the third quarter, Messalonskee, a 22-20 scoring advantage for the Eagles. They led by 4 at the end of the first half. They now lead by 7. That actually doesn't add up, does it? Let me do the math again. 22-19 is the edge there. So they outscore Messo by 3 in the quarter. It's a 7-point lead. Our third quarter breakdown is brought to you by 201 Service in Skowhegan. To the fourth we go. Messo with the ball. They lead by 7. Bernier around to pick. Stops, fades away left of the key and hits. Ty Bernier fills it.
He's got 18.
49-40. Here's Pellerin. Pellerin to the right of the key, hands to Kurian. Kurian almost lost it, he did. Brunel stole it, he looked like he slid on that floor. They didn't call traveling. Parent, and a whistle behind the play and a foul called on Lawrence.
Coach Smith wanted a timeout, too, that the refs didn't see. It's obviously the intensity of the volumes picked up here.
All right, pass it to Bernier. And on the baseline, he got fouled there by Cole Kurian.
How about the response from the senior, Mike? He had 8 first-quarter points to get Messalonskee going. Scoreless second quarter. He had 8 more in the third and obviously started with 2 already here in the fourth.
7:25 to go in the fourth. 49-40. Arbor into Brunel. Back door to Bernier, and he couldn't use it now. Going around it, and scoring is Sean Acorn. He saw the opening, found it, and won.
Fearless. Fearless.
Totally. All right, back in. Leighton Bradford, Preston Roy. Moore out, Littlefield out. So that gets it up to double digits again, 51-40. The largest lead's been 12. Acorn makes a free throw. He'll match it. And nope, front rimmed it. Rebound, though, run down by Arbor. To Parent for 3. Nope, way off. That rebound is cleared by Pellerin. Pellerin almost fouled from behind by Brunel. Not, though. Pellerin goes foul line left to Bradford. Bradford shut off on a double team. Back up top. Davidson for 3. Nope, rebound right there. Bernier, the only one in the general area to Acorn. Acorn backs in, knocked away. Acorn tries it and hits it. Man, does he have an arsenal of shots. And we've got a whistle and a timeout.
No, teed. He teed up Coach Smith.
That tee meant technical foul, not timeout. I think Sam wanted a foul on the made basket by Acorn. Take a look at it.
He did.
So a technical foul called on Sam Smith. It'll give Cole Kurian 2 free throws. It'll give Lawrence the ball. 53-40, 6:48 to go. Lawrence needs a run. Free throw good. 53-41.
2 technical fouls in a game. I think that's all 2 we've seen all season.
Yeah.
We might have seen 1.
One more by Kurian. Got it. 53-42. Lawrence will hang on to the ball.
Well, there's your quote. What does it mean to Messalonskee? They want to win. Seeing it, I think, in the
They
tees.
do want to win. Of course they do. Pellerin on the pop out. It goes to Bradford. Now to Davidson. Davidson, top of the circle. Kurian. Kurian guarded by Acorn. Kurian works around a pick. Steps back, fires a 3. Short, front rimmed it, rebound right to Arbor at the foul line. Here comes Anderson. Arbor to Bernier, back to Arbor for 3. Short, rebound, and it went out of bounds off Roy.
Mike, Davidson's got that wrap around his thumb on his right hand. Maybe I'm blind. I don't remember him having that to start the game.
Maybe he didn't. All right, entry pass into Bernier. Bernier squares for 3. Yes. 56-42, largest lead of the night. It is 14.
Senior taking him home.
That one hurt. Here's Pellerin. Pellerin all the way, scoops it up. Nope, rebound, and Bernier fouled there by Braden Davidson.
That's a nice drive by Pellerin. He just left it short.
Jason Pellerin wants a full timeout. We'll take it 2. Here's the deal. 6 minutes straight up to go. The score, Messalonskee 56, Lawrence 42. This is high school basketball on The Score.
Whether you're looking to buy, build, or refinance your home, at Skowhegan Savings, we make buying your home a personalized experience. Our team of local community bankers are available on your time to help you every step of the way, from pre-qualification to closing your loan. We have a variety of mortgage terms to fit your needs and a bi-weekly payment option that can save you time and money off your loan. We also won't sell your loan, so your loan stays local with us. Contact one of our community bankers or apply online at skowhegan.com to start your home buying journey today.
It's like this every winter. When the temperature drops below 45, my palms sweat and I get really anxious.
It's not your fault. You're suffering from seasonal winter driving disorder. 3 and 4 drivers suffer from SWUDs because they have all-season tires. They aren't designed for wintry weather. Luckily, there's a remedy. Take 4, call me in the morning.
Visit NokianTires.com/remedy for the cure.
Is this a prescription for tires?
201 Tire Battery and Service, Riverside Drive, Vassalboro.
All right, back live here in Oakland out of the timeout by Lawrence, and a foul on the blind side there by Cole Kurian. He fouled Brunel. Out of the inbounds pass. And that is the last foul Lawrence has to give, and that is going to send Messo to the line, and they'll shoot the rest of the way. Ouch. Drake Brunel will shoot 2. Foul was on Bradford, 56-42. Free throw no good.
Now Drake Brunel drawing the ire of the rowdies in attendance from Lawrence, and he's feeding off of it.
Second one is good. 57-42. It's a 15-point lead. Pellerin, some pressure, and he is fouled by Brunel. That's just the second team foul on Messo. Lawrence girls looking to go 18-0 in the nightcap. Maddie Provost looking to score her 1,000th point in the nightcap. Pass in, Pellerin. Pellerin takes a trip to the right, stops and fires. Yes! Got the roll, bounced off the front rim, hit the backboard, fell in. 57-44. Bulldogs looking to trap it here. Brunel, what? Timeout taken by Sam Smith. That's not a technical foul. That is a timeout.
We're checking.
And it is a 30-second timeout taken by Sam Smith. 5:29 left in regulation, and it's going to take a heck of a run by the Lawrence Bulldogs to grab this one. They trail 57-44.
Yeah, I think you see just again the difference, the experience of Messalonskee, and again the rebounding advantage. It was 23-12 Messo through 3 quarters as Messalonskee's offense, right, kind of stuck in the mud at times. If Lawrence isn't making shots, getting those rebounds right gives Messalonskee a chance to end Lawrence possessions and get some extra ones for themselves.
All right, Messo ball right down in front of us. Ryan Parent will put it into play. To Brunel. Brunel splits a double, goes to Acorn. Acorn kicks it left corner, Bernier. No look to Parent. 3 from the foul line left area. Shot no good. Rebound, Roy. Roy lost it to Arbor. Taken back, though, by Braden Davidson. Curian down 13. They need offense quickly. Curian for 3. Nope. Too long. Rebound to Arbor. Arbor lead for Parent. Parent scrolls in, lays it in, count it and 1. Curian fouled him. The shot went and 1.
Lawrence fans unhappy, but there's contact on the shot. I don't know what the complaint
That's a foul.
is. Yeah, it absolutely is.
All right, back in Keegan Littlefield, back out Preston Roy. One shot for Ryan Parent.
I'll tell you what. Sorry, I was going to say he's just added that to his game, right? He was always just to crank it up and let it fly, but he's gotten that strong drive to his game now.
No good. Rebounds out of bounds off Messo. It'll go to Lawrence with 4:56 left. All right, Pellerin into Davidson. Davidson hooks a pass. It's tipped and it's stolen by Brunel. Brunel laid it over Arbor. Arbor up too hard. Got a whistle and a foul on Lawrence. As it is breaking down here for the Bulldogs in the final 5 minutes.
Just running out of gas.
Well, trying to go up against a deep team like this and a talented senior-laden team is not an easy thing to do.
Well, that's that. And to your point, we talked about how for Lawrence, part of the reason I think they found some success is they've had development, but that development's been in their starters, whereas Messalonskee with Acorn and Arbor, and again, one of them starts, you've had development in the 6th and 7th guy, and that's the difference.
Yeah. Second shot, no good. Rebound is cleared there by Davidson. The outlet pass, Littlefield. 60-44. The lead is 16. This is the largest lead of the game. Kirian. Not much time to goof around with it. Littlefield needs some shots. You need points quickly. Littlefield drives, pulls up 10-footer. No good by the lefty. Rebound Parent. Parent over to Brunel. You notice Parker Reynolds hasn't played much in the second half. Arbor under, up, and in.
Curry couldn't take that because it'd be his 5th foul, or chose not to.
Yep, 62-44.
And to your point, Reynolds has missed some games down the stretch. Back-to-back, wonder if you're just resting him.
Yep, ankle. Got a week and a day off now. Curian for 3 from the top of the circle, knocks it down. 62-47. It's 15. 3:45 to go. Acorn drives. Got shut off. Back outside. Arbor for 3. No. Rebound to the moon to get that Davidson. Davidson cruises up the right, or check that, Curian cruises up the right for 3 from the sideline. 62-50. And a quick TO by Jason Pellerin with 3:32 left in regulation. And it looks like Curian's got a cramp down below as he is laying on the floor. They're trying to stretch it out. Bad time to get that, but Cole jumps up. Looks like he'll be okay.
By the way, Mike, that gives him 22 on the night. That last 3 gave him game high over Bernier.
Well, we said he needed a big night. He's sort of had it.
its problem is now it's coming when the game looks like it's out of reach as opposed to contention. But, yeah, he had no points in the first, 7 in the second, and now he's got 15 here in the second half with 3.5 to go.
His mates haven't chipped in enough. 3:32 to go. Here's Sean Acorn to put it into play. Into Brunel. 2-2-1. Zone trap. Acorn fakes, dribbles through it. In the corner, Bernier. Bernier for 3. Yes.
Man, the senior sure has carried them home, hasn't he? He's got 24.
65-50. He sure has, over and back. And here is Parker Reynolds. He'll come in for Sean Acorn.
Yeah. Littlefield wasn't in the front court.
That would mean he was in the back court.
That is why it's a call. That was also Bernier's 6-3, by the way.
Well, for all of his struggles last night, that has worked out tonight. 65-50, 3:10 to go. Into Bernier. Ty. Parent. Why not? Nope, he doesn't take it. Bullet pass right under for Michael Acorn for 2. 67-50, largest lead of the game. It might be good night. Turn the lights out, the party's over. Shot by Kirian for 3 is no good. Rebound Reynolds. To Brunel. Jason Pellerin looking at that clock. Parent wide open drive to the basket, lays it in. They just let him go. And Jason Pellerin's going down. He's going to start emptying the bench. Landis Mansfield, a freshman, is going to come in. Here's Kirian for 3, left side, no good. Rebound, tipped over to Reynolds, not a Bernier. Outlet to Parent. Parent all the way, fouled, it counts. And the foul called on Keegan Littlefield. And that is the coup de grace right there, 71-50. And Jason Pellerin is going to empty his bench. He is calling off the dogs, his dogs.
I think emotionally just saw that it was just starting to set in for Lawrence. And watch out, Mike. You thought Messalonskee's offense was done. Team manager Furbush in.
All right.
He was going to let some go.
Sweet. 72-50. Parent makes the free throw. The Provost boys are going to come in. Actually, one of them will come in along with Brady Davidson. Miles will come in. Ryder's already played early. Here he is, the 3 on the way, no good. Furbush had an open look at it. Back in the right corner for Lawrence. Mansfield for 3. That's no good. Rebound boxed around, and Bernier's got that. They're looking for him. He's got it. Squares up. It is just a little bit long. And we've got a foul in the rebounding action with 1:42 to go. We are in crunch time. And crunch time is brought to you by Clark Scrap Metals. Don't fix it, scrap it. Locations in Chelsea, Hollowell, and Jay. And Jason Pellerin is emptying the bench. Brady Richards coming in. Dawson Moore coming in. Miles Provost is in. In the backcourt, you got Anthony Almeida. He's got it now. Richards on the baseline. He'll be back next year. Brady's just a sophomore. They like that size. Develop that game a little bit. Bernier. Again, Furbush launches. Looks good. It was long, though. Boy, we had it right in sight. It had the eyes. It was too long. Almeida's runner falls in. 72-52. 1:05 to go. Bernier walking it up. He's going to shoot it. Nope, he's going to drive in. Stopping, popping. Yes! He hit! And the crowd goes wild. 74-52. You got to love it.
He didn't need travel here on mids. He didn't need a 3, Mike. He's got that ball on the deck kind of game.
He's going to take it right to the rack and hit a running left-hander. And he gets a couple of palm slaps from some Lawrence players, and who can blame him? A sweet moment. 74-52.
I believe they call him Peepers, and I believe is what I hear from the student section.
Here's a three. Almost went to the bank. He'll try it again. He drives, he stops, he throws it in!
You got to stop taking threes. Just put the ball on the deck.
76-52. There's a long one by Richards, no good. Running it up the court for Mesa was Charles. They'll give him one more crack. No, he's going to go.
He's respectful.
He is going to be respectful and classy, and he hangs on to it. A big-time move. He gets mobbed by his teammates. What a cool moment. And he goes over, and he goes into the crowd. And his teammates and his fellow schoolmates are all loving it as he gets back into the line. What a cool moment. And it ends up being a cruise control victory for the Messalonskee Eagles here in this one. Final score in this one, Messalonskee 76, Lawrence Bulldogs 52. Our post-game show, our score, player of the game, and all the final numbers, that is, coming up after this on The Score.
At Danforth's Down Home Supermarket, they're proud to be a second-generation family-owned grocery store with locations in Herman and Pittsfield. They focus on providing fresh produce, high-quality meats, delicious bakery items, and a well-stocked deli. Danforth's Down Home Supermarket cuts and grinds fresh meat daily, and they offer Maine lobsters year-round. They also bake fresh bread, pastries, and other sweet treats every single morning. For added convenience, online shopping is available at their Herman location with contactless curbside pickup ready in as little as 2 hours. Come discover Danforth's Down Home Supermarket.
Whittemore & Sons, your Coyote tractor dealer. Dependable sales and service for over 50 years. We are located on the Waterville Road in Skowhegan. Sales and service by a family who cares.
At Hite Chevrolet in Skowhegan, our family is here for your family. And our family has been providing affordable, reliable transportation to families in central and western Maine for 113 years. You don't have that kind of longevity in the car business without building strong, trusting relationships with customers from one generation to the next. Whether you're looking for a new or pre-owned, financing or special incentives, your shopping experience is always stress-free at Hite Chevy. Hite Chevrolet on Madison Avenue as you turn into Skowhegan. You'll also find the Hite family of dealerships in Madison and Farmington.
At Central Maine Community College, your future is our priority.
I'm going to be a preschool teacher.
An HVAC technician.
Pediatric nurse.
Whether your college journey is starting here,
I'm going to be an architect.
Physical therapist.
I'm going to be a lawyer.
or we're a stop along the way.
I'm going to be a doctor.
A machinist.
Honestly, not 100% sure yet.
With over 40 programs,
I'm going to be a graphic designer.
An athletic trainer.
There is something for everyone.
CMCC.
Your future starts here.
Casella Waste. You see their trucks everywhere all the time. That's because they're out taking care of customers like you. Roll-off dumpsters, they've got them 15 to 50 yards. And they're in your neighborhood picking up the trash so you don't have to worry about it. Weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly from 2 to 10 yards. Casella Waste will also deliver portable toilets when and where you need them. And they offer septic services. Call to learn more about Casella Waste. 872-8257, 872-8257 for Casella Waste.
Over 30 years ago, Paul and John A. Bowen set out on a mission to help aging Mainers stay in their own homes. Assistance Plus grew from their passion, dedication, and integrity where clients come first. Today, Assistance Plus serves not only the elderly, but clients with developmental and behavioral health challenges. Assistance Plus is here for you today and through all points of your life.
Well, a pretty game effort by the Lawrence Bulldogs through three quarters, but not enough gas left in the tank in the fourth quarter. Time for our fourth quarter breakdown, brought to you by 201 Service in Skowhegan, Maine's trusted towing and recovery partner since 1984. 7-point game. It was reachable. It was doable for the Lawrence Bulldogs after three, but they got blitzkrieged in the fourth quarter. Boat race 29-12, the difference in favor of Messalonskee. as they just took over, ran away, and hid in the fourth quarter, and they win it by 24, 76-52. Our fourth quarter breakdown brought to you by 201 Service in Skowhegan as the Meso and Lawrence girls run out onto the floor. So a really game effort by a really game basketball team. They had it in them on Monday night, just didn't have it in them tonight here. A lot to ask to beat Coney and Meso in back-to-back games.
Yeah, and I think you talked about it. We didn't want to take anything from Lawrence. Obviously, they had a heck of a performance in the game against Coney, but you and I talked, I think, a lot about how we felt Coney played a little bit into a way for Lawrence to be successful. And here through three, like you said, I thought that for the most part, Lawrence hung around, but you just saw, you said in the pregame, Coney's a good team, Messalonskee's a step above, and I think you see the difference here. And again, also, let's not, as much as credit to the Rowdies for making the trip here and filling this gym, because it is packed. But there's a difference, I think, playing in front of the Lawrence Rowdies in Folsom and playing in front of the Lawrence Rowdies in Messalonskee.
Unquestionably, I completely agree with that assessment. There is absolutely no question about that whatsoever. Playing here, no matter where the Rowdies travel, playing here and playing in their building is a completely different scenario. But man alive, I got to tell you, the effort through three was pretty game. When you look back at this in the first quarter, first 7 points scored by Messalonskee, they led 7-0. I'm sitting here thinking, they're just going to fall apart and it's not going to be close at all. But back they came. They actually came back, took the lead 12-9. It was 12-12 at the end of one. They had a lead in the second quarter, brief, but they had a lead, and it was a 4-point game at the end of the first half. And then it was just a 7-point game at the end of three. So it was there, but what wasn't there for Lawrence was enough fumes even left in the gas tank in the fourth quarter. Too much talent and too many bodies. Not that much many more, but the talent that the Messalonskee Eagles have, they may only go 7, maybe 8 deep if you add in Josiah Stone. The talent they have is certainly more top echelon than the talent that Lawrence has, and that's no slight to anyone. That's just facts.
Yeah, and you saw it here, right? The senior, and not to spoil, we'll get to it here in a second, but I made the point there is I realized what you're saying is that one of the reasons I think Lawrence has had some success, and you've seen the improvement here down the stretch, is you've seen Pellerin and Davidson and them really improve. The problem and the difference in this game is that that's your 2 and 3 off option, as opposed to Acorn and Arbor have really continued to improve. Acorn was great tonight, Sean Acorn for Messalonskee, and that's your 5 and 6 option. So you see that depth, and Ty Bernier, obviously the senior, being number one, carried them home. He was huge in the second half.
Yeah, Ty Bernier, and Ty Bernier is our score player of the game. He gets the Flagship Cinema swag bag from Central Maine Community College. The swag bag, a Score t-shirt from Joseph Sporting Goods, the Score player of the game keychain, and 1 ticket to go to Flagship Cinema. Consistent pricing and a premium cinema experience on Kennedy Drive in Waterville. And by the way, we not only gave Ty Bernier a Score t-shirt, Braden Furbush, the manager of the Messalonskee Eagles, who hit 2 shots. He missed his 3s, but he hit his 2 twos.
They're tough.
We gave him a Score t-shirt as well because he deserved one. Great idea by AJ to do so. So congratulations to both Ty Bernier and to Braden Furbush. Ty, our player of the game, and you know what? Braden Furbush will make him a co-player of the game just because we can. So there's that.
Let's do it. Let's give him his. Let's give him his highlights.
You got to give a star his props, and he certainly earned it in the fourth quarter. So the Messalonskee Eagles, 16-2. They finished the regular season, and I guess we can say the post-Merrick Smith era, they passed it. If it was a test, it was a test that they passed for sure.
Yeah, I think, again, you like what you've seen in the development. You know what you have. Bernier, how about this, Mike? Through the first half, Ty Bernier and Ryan Parent combined for 12 points. Bernier had 8 in the first and then quiet second, and you pointed out correctly so. Man, Ryan Parent just doesn't have it tonight. He didn't shoot very well up at Skowhegan. They finished with a combined 41, which means the two of them scored 29 points in the second half.
They had it going on.
I mean, you've got those two. Acorn had 15. Parker Reynolds, I think you saw there with a little bit extended rest, maybe coming out, still dealing with that ankle injury, but still dominant on the boards. Drake Brunell's feisty, but again, it's just Messalonskee has a lot of different ways they can beat you, and you're really, I think, seeing down the stretch their depth and the fact that if they shoot well, they'll run you out of the gym. If they're not shooting well, they have other ways they can get you.
Yeah, they really can, and they did shoot better tonight. They did shoot the three better tonight. Certainly Bernier was sparkling from three-point land tonight. Parent was a little bit better, hit a few. Still got to work on things, but I'm sure they will work them out. But you know what? You mentioned the other part of his game that has come along this year, and that's his ability to drive and take it to the basket.
Well, it's not just the drive. It's because you see that all the time, right? Collegiate level, I feel like you talk about it a lot. You're like, man, I just wish this guy could develop a second move, because once he's a shooter, everybody sticks to him and kind of negates it. Parent's tough. I mean, it's not just that he drives. How many times does he drive, lower that shoulder, and you're like, I don't know how he's going to get this up to the hoop, but he gets it up and finishes. He had 2-and-1s late in the game that are just about his strength. And I think it's good for him, because when his shot is off, it doesn't mean he's an ineffective offensive player. And on top of that, he, like Bernier, I think Bernier especially, but the two of them just need to see one. They see one go down, it feels like they hit their next two every time.
And another reason to give Messalonskee some credit is the second half of a back-to-back tonight. They had to go up to Skowhegan last night, take care of business. They did. They were up 30 at the end of 3. They were able to play some bench people, give some people a fourth quarter off in that game, and then came out tonight here, had a tiger by the tail for sure. These Bulldogs were some tough Bulldogs here in the first 3 quarters for sure, and they really had to fight to win this game. This was not an easy win. It'll go in the books as, what was the final? I've already forgotten. 24 points, 76-52. So it'll go in the books as that. But this was not a 24, 25-point game for the most part.
No, Lawrence, I think, ran out of gas, and Messalonskee started separating. Then emotionally, I think Lawrence was just spent at that point, and Messalonskee put on a few more points to make the deficit look a little bit more ugly. But, standing ovation here from the Lawrence crowd for the Bulldogs. I think they're hoping for some heel point help. But I think it's one of those seasons, and you historically have much greater claim to this than me. It's one of those seasons where it's a frustrating season for Lawrence, but I think people will look back and have some fond memories of it just because of how they were able to be so close, and that Coney win, I think, is going to stand tall for a while.
Well, when you look at the heel points, it's going to have an ugly look to it, and I certainly understand that. But what I look at is how hard they play for their coach.
Yeah.
And how tough they take the losses. And they played their butts off for the coach. We certainly saw that tonight, and we definitely saw that on Monday night against Coney, where they just absolutely got after it and more than earned that victory, that 7-point victory over the Coney Rams, and they played their butts off again here tonight. So I look at those things, the passion that they still have for the game, despite the fact that things aren't going well. And, I talked to Jason Pellerin about halfway through the season I asked him point blank, how's their psyche? How are they keeping going? How is it in the midst of what at that point I think was a 7 or 8 game losing streak? And he said, you know what? I've got good seniors. I've had discussions with my seniors. They've talked to the underclassmen. We're okay. We're okay.
I think you've seen it.
That is good. And part of the reason that they were able to maintain that, you got a veteran coach in Jason Pellerin who is part of the fabric of basketball at Lawrence High School as a player, as the girls coach, now the boys coach. And you've got really good seniors, despite the fact that it's been a really tough year. And, to draw on my own experience, my son's senior year at Poland Regional High School as a football player, the Fearless Knights went 0-10. And I will never forget the last game of the year. They were down in Wells playing the undefeated Wells Warriors in the final game of the year. On paper, that was a 50-point win for Wells. Well, Poland took them to overtime and lost the game in overtime. And after the game, my son, who I believe played every play of that night, offense, defense, special teams, punt team, every team he could play, and he had his best game as a high school player in his final game, which is great. But he came off the field, tears streaming down his eyes, took his helmet off, threw it down on the ground. We hugged, and he looked at me and said, "Dad, I effing hate to lose." And I thought to myself, mission accomplished.
I agree.
Mission accomplished. What I wanted him to get out of high school football, he got out of high school football. I think the same thing happened here on the basketball court this year with the Lawrence Bulldogs. They got out of it what you should get out of it. And what I told my son that night was, the 0-10 you're going to forget about. It's going to be the locker room memories, hanging out with the guys, doing the stuff you do, the bus. That's the stuff you're going to hang on to and clutch onto. You're going to forget all of the losses. And, we had a discussion the other night. It's 15 years after the fact, and that's where he's at. So it happens to every kid. He's forgotten about those losses. The 0-10 doesn't sting anymore. So I think the, finishing next to the last in heel points and winning only 3 games, that'll go away. They don't think so now, but it will.
Yeah, no, and again, I think that Coney win, how Folsom Jim felt that night.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Remember
that'll
that.
Stand.
Remember that. And hell, that's going to stay with me, and I got no skin in the game.
I'm with you.
So
and it's going to stay in the vault at CentralMainSports.com and Central Maine Sports on
that's
YouTube.
The greatest segue that we've ever had. That's exactly right. At CentralMainSports.com, at our YouTube channel, at Central Maine Sports. Let's get a break in here as the Lawrence Lawrence and Meso girls get ready to get going. We will also have a senior night here for them as well, which we will cover. We'll be back after this.
Looking for a way to heat your home while staying within your budget? A home heating loan from Connected Credit Union is the perfect solution. We've got you covered with an affordable way to keep warm this winter. Maybe you're thinking of purchasing a heating and cooling system or replacing your windows. Making your home more energy efficient isn't just an investment in your home, it's an investment in your lifestyle. Contact our loan team for more details or apply online at connectedcreditunion.org. Get connected, stay connected. Federally insured by the NCUA, Equal Housing Lender. Membership eligibility required.
My dad's a real hero. Not like a superhero or anything. More like a regular dad kind of hero. 'Cause every weekend, even when the weather's bad and it's super snowy, he always gets us there safe.
They don't know how you do it. All they know is that you care.
See Skowhegan Tire Center. They beat any price. Route 201, Skowhegan.
Notice the price of gas and oil lately? Thinking about a pellet stove? Pellets are a renewable resource that are economical, and pellet stoves don't have to be ugly or loud. Come talk to us at Somerset Stone & Stove. Let us explain why now is the best time to have your pellet stove installed. Wouldn't you love to have a gas stove or fireplace designed for your home? Let Somerset Stone & Stove design and install a Regency gas stove or fireplace that is just right for you. Let us customize your Regency gas stove or fireplace while you enjoy the beauty and warmth. Visit Somerset Stone & Stove in Oakland.
Discover the printing experience you've been searching for at SBS Carbon Copy on 54 Main Street in Waterville. Tired of getting lost in big box stores? Whether you need unique business cards or large format printing up to 44 inches wide, customized invitations that scream you, we've got it all. Our team is here to print, copy, or scan with a smile. Fast, affordable, and with a touch of personality. Don't settle for ordinary. Dash over to mainprintingservices.com where printing's personal, not puzzling.
All right, Mike Violet, AJ Knight, and our score crew back here live at Messalonskee High School in Oakland. Onward we go to game number 2, the Lawrence girls and the Messalonskee Eagles, and 2 significant events could occur. First significant event that probably will occur will be the 1,000th career point for one Madeline Provost, the junior point guard of the Lawrence Bulldogs, who scored 35 in their win last night over the Coney Rams. And she will need to be extra special good here. She was extra special good in that ball game last night. They needed all 35 of her points to beat a very game Coney team. And by the way, congratulations to Abby Morrill of the Coney Rams, who scored her 1,000th career point last night. Abby Morrill is one of the finest athletes, boy or girl, that I have seen in my time broadcasting high school sports. She is absolutely fantastic.
Just quickly on Morrill to illustrate that, on top of that, on top of the 1,000 points, she scored 100 career goals, and as we were told, is in the field hockey season, and as we were told, she will absolutely score 100 career lacrosse goals before the spring season is done.
Yes, as the Meso girls present the Lawrence seniors with flowers. Of course, the Lawrence seniors were honored the other night. So tonight it is the turn of the Messalonskee girls seniors to stand in the spotlight as Coach Tatum Welch grabs the flowers. And we have Olivia Thomas, Chloe Mishu, Madison Wills, and Lexus Bain, the 4 seniors for the Messalonskee Eagles. And there's Olivia Thomas.
Kind of the inverse in this game, obviously, what we had. You got the Messalonskee team that's super young, like Lawrence boys, and you've got the experienced team with the senior core, part of a state championship for the Lawrence girls.
Indeed. Olivia Thomas over to mom and dad. Got to get them out to the logo to get a picture.
Tell you what, Mike, a joke about we're just, a month and a half away from me making the same joke I've made 2 straight spring seasons, which is if I was a college pitching coach, I would set up shop in Skowhegan every season because they grow them on trees out there. If I was a women's basketball coach, I'd never leave Fairfield.
Right. Here's Chloe Mishu. Another accomplished Messalonskee multiple sport athlete. With her family coming out.
It's kind of nuts. You and I obviously are all over the place, but just Mishu, Chloe Mishu, obviously a name you and I have seen a ton because we cover 200 games a year. So some of these are just really interesting to see because it almost feels like we, in a sense, have sort of grown or kind of gone along on the journey with some of these athletes, especially the ones that are multi-sport stars.
Yeah, you kind of feel like you know them a little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
And we do get some insight to their families, as Madison Wills.
Heck of a softball pitcher, speaking of multi-sport stars.
She can bring it a little bit. A hug from Coach Tatum Welch. And the bouquet. And now the family coming out.
I don't remember if I asked you this. When your son had his senior day, were you a crier?
I don't think they had a senior day, as I recall.
Not for the Poland Knights?
Yeah, and I would be a crier. Believe me.
My dad was.
Believe me, I would melt. Just a pile of tears.
A blubbering mess.
I don't think they had a senior day.
Really?
I think that wasn't quite the thing back in 2010 that it is now. So we did not have one, and now here's Lexus Bain.
Another great field hockey player.
Who we recognize as a multi-sport athlete.
Yeah, going to bring some power to the softball diamond, too.
She can smack that ball, can't she? Mom and Dad with the Mom and Dad sweatshirts. We know who they are. No messing around there. They came identified tonight, baby.
Yeah, number and name on the back.
That's right.
I like it. I'm trying to think if my dad had any. I don't think so.
All right, that's it. We have run out of seniors. There are no more seniors, so they'll take the final 5 minutes, warm up, and we'll get ready for basketball here with Maddie Provost within 11 points of 1,000 with the Lawrence Bulldogs, 32 minutes away from an undefeated season. We'll take a break. Starting lineups, basketball, girls style. Lawrence and Messo next on The Score.
From the moment you check in at Kennebec Eye Care, you'll be greeted with a smile. From there, you'll be given a comprehensive and thorough eye exam from Dr. Peter Parody, Dr. Leslie Sobeck, or Dr. Kaylee Brown. Once your examination is completed, they'll go over what steps need to be taken to improve your eyesight needs with glasses or contacts. If you're a current patient or looking to become a new patient, then see the eye specialists at Kennebec Eye Care. Kennebec Eye Care, your sight specialists since 1955.
At Central Maine Community College, we are building things that last. We're investing in technology, new facilities, and offering more degree programs than ever before. You can get the traditional college experience at a fraction of the cost, and for some, it's even free.
Wait, did she just say free?
That's right, free tuition for Maine high school grads from 2020 through 25. Set your goals and find your path at CM. Let's build a future together.
There's money in your unwanted metal. Clark Scrap Metals pays top dollar for any cars, trucks, or scrap metal that you want to get rid of. Stop over, we'll weigh it and give you a check. Got a big job that needs a major cleanup? We'll drop off and pick up one or more of our roll-off containers for residential or commercial work. And at Clark's, we crush cars. We travel statewide and offer fair prices. Locally owned for 3 generations, no one knows scrap metal like Clark's. In Chelsea, Hollowell, and Jay. Online at clarkscrapmetals.com.
It's that moment when everything comes to a halt. Mom, is everything okay?
It's okay. We can call for some help.
And what you need most is someone you can trust.
201 Service, this is Brandon speaking. How can I help you?
Hi, yeah, my car just broke down. I think I need some help.
At 201 Service, we know it's more than just about fixing what's broken. It's about being there when it matters most.
Not to worry, ma'am. We have your location, and help is already on its way.
Don't worry, honey. Help's on the way.
Okay, Mom.
Wherever you are, whatever the time, you can count on us to be there. Because in those uncertain moments, knowing you're not alone makes all the difference. 201 Service, Maine's trusted towing and recovery partner since 1984.
For us, it's a family business that is steeped in tradition. You know, our relationship with Waterville goes back a long ways. Over the years, we've been fortunate enough to grow, and we've been able to grow with the town. We look at the work that we do as something bigger than just the sale of a car or the servicing of an automobile. We're here to be a part of something bigger than just ourselves by giving back to the community with our time and our energy, because it's all about taking care of people.
When you're ready to tackle your next building project, no matter how big or small, depend on Hammond Lumber Company for the products and services you need. The knowledgeable staff at Hammond Lumber will be with you every step of the way and keep your project on schedule. From free estimating and project planning to design and drafting services, an extensive product inventory with a wide variety of brands to choose from, and of course, Hammond delivers from any of the locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
At Midstate Machine in Winslow, Maine, we manufacture complex components and large-scale turbines that power industries across aerospace, defense, and energy. We're hiring CNC machinists. And whether you're experienced or just starting out, we offer on-the-job training to help you build a rewarding career. Join our Safety First team, where your ideas are valued, and enjoy competitive pay with 2 weeks of paid time off starting on day one. Apply today at midstateusa.com, where your career powers the future.
Whether you're looking to buy, build, or refinance your home, at Skowhegan Savings, we make buying your home a personalized experience. Our team of local community bankers are available on your time to help you every step of the way, from pre-qualification to closing your loan. We have a variety of mortgage terms to fit your needs and a bi-weekly payment option that can save you time and money off your loan. We also won't sell your loan, so your loan stays local with us. Contact one of our community bankers or apply online at skowhegan.com to start your home buying journey today.
Mike Violet, AJ Knight, and our score crew back here at jam-packed Messalonskee High School in Oakland. Eagles and Bulldogs ready to get at it. Part two. The girls take center stage. And, of course, senior night, it'll be all seniors starting for the Messalonskee Eagles. And the Lawrence Bulldogs back to their traditional starting lineup since we saw them last. There she is. 11 points away from 1,000 in her career. Maddie Provost with Taylor Pellerin back at her traditional spot of being in charge of handshakes. That's Sophia Ventimiglia. She's a junior. Here's Ella Manahan.
It's just good vibes.
Senior. And here is Olivia Thomas, one of the seniors for Meso.
For the record, Taylor did agree with me that she did think it threw off the mojo.
Yep. They got it back, though. Ashley Shores, a non-senior. And here are the two bigs who are both seniors, of course, Nadia Morrison and Lily Gray, coming up next after Chloe Mishu gets her chance in the spotlight. And a handshake with Ashley Shores. Here's Nadia Morrison. That Taylor Pellerin, she is a card, though, I'm telling you. Might be our best interview of the year.
It says it on Central Maine Sports Facebook page with her player spotlight video.
Yep.
She was the best interview of the year.
Interview of the year. In our postseason awards, she's going to win it. You know it. We're going to have to get her a gold-plated microphone or something.
She handles herself like a coach's kid and is also hilarious.
All right, here's Lexus Bain, senior. And, of course, Lily Gray as well from the Lawrence Bulldogs, 6-foot senior. So there you go.
The number that stood out to me, Mike, obviously talking about the difference in just where Lawrence is as a program in Messalonskee. That Skowhegan team last night, obviously, we had Meso and Skowhegan boys and girls doubleheader. 40-20, the Riverhawks out-rebounded the Eagles, and we don't really consider the Riverhawks a tall team.
Not at all. All right, Lawrence in the road blues, trimmed in the white. And Meso in their home whites, trimmed with the blue numerals and the red. And it will be gray on the tip. And who's going to jump for Meso?
They're still debating it.
I think it's going to be Chloe Mishu, even though she's going to lose the tip. I'm going to make that perfectly clear right now.
Yeah, she wasn't happy about the decision either, I think.
And, I think they're going to do one of those give them a basket things. Yes, to Lexus Bain to make it 2-0 Meso. And then they'll go down just like we saw in the Coney game after Messalonskee subs out and gets their starters back in. Will they give them?
Doesn't look like it.
Doesn't look like it. They're going to make them earn the 2. So they gave Lexus Bain, who I think actually has been hurt all year.
I believe so.
So she gets her name in the score sheet. And here is Ella Minahan. So we're playing basketball for real now. Over to Gray. Gray to Minahan. Minahan to Morrison. Here's Provost needing 11. Shovels for Shores. Minahan for 3. It's on the way. Short. Came down to Morrison. Morrison should have put that back up rather than pass it there to Shores. And that's where the bigs got to get selfish right there. Go back up with that ball. Don't pass the ball there.
I mean, you got a mismatch. We've talked about finishing. Go up.
Just shoot the ball. 2-0 Meso. Stopping, popping, foul line. It is no good there. By Welch, the rebound to Minahan. Here is Provost. Bullet pass down to Morrison. On the cut to Shores. Lays it up. It rolls in. We're tied at 2. 2-2, and she was fouled.
That's not nice.
Can you say what that was?
This is practice.
Oh, okay. That is cold. All right, Shores at the line. Hits.
You know the Rowdies are eager to give it back to Messalonskee after the Messalonskee boys obviously opened up with the dub.
Here's Welch. Back outside to Mishu. 3-2 Lawrence. Mishu to the freshman Adams. Now to Ventimiglia. Pass stolen by Provost. She could chip down that 11 if she goes up. She does. She misses the shot. She's going to the line. So her first points of the night probably coming from the foul line.
I'm going to miss my bet. I had it as a three-pointer.
Her parents down to our right.
She is, by the way, you have had a ton of encounters with Mom. I had not seen her before. She is a spitting image of her mother.
Yep. And, of course, Maddie Provost misses the free throw. Still 11 away. 10 away. 4-2. Lawrence with pressure. Bulldogs looking to finish an undefeated regular season. Mishu in trouble. She traveled before she tried to throw it out of bounds. And Minahan will put it into play on the far sideline. 4-2 Lawrence. Into Provost. Down on the pivot, Gray. Turns, hits. 6-2. Welch. Welch drives to the right, kicks it over to Ventimiglia, and that is out of bounds. Off whom? It is out off Meso. Ella Hansen comes in. Out is Sophia Ventimiglia. It's a Lawrence ball. Provost toying with Parent there. Over to Minahan, high post Morrison. To the cut, Gray, not a good pass, picked off by Chloe Mishu. Chloe drives, shovels, corner picked off there inadvertently by Adams. A three by Hansen is good. Ella Hansen knocks it down, 6-5. Lawrence by 1. Minahan over to Shores. Shores for 3. Yes. 9-5. Lawrence beat Coney last night, 74-73. Thanks to 35 from Provost. Stutter step by Welch, outside to Parent. Parent back to Welch. Welch in three-point land. Throws it up, no good. Picked off by Provost. Provost looks ahead. Gray runs the court. Under, up, no, and she is fouled. Now, Provost is one of those players who is not going to look for it. She's going to get her 11 in the natural flow of the game. We're not going to see her stand out in three-point land and just jack them.
Yeah, especially, too, being not a senior, I think.
Right.
Still going to defer to the seniors.
Shot by Lily Gray is no good. Still 9-5. 5.5 to go. 5:33, actually, to go in the first. Second one is good. 10-5. And it goes to Parent. Parent needs help. And Welch comes back and gives it to her. Welch down the left side. Throws it up there under the basket. Adams, and Adams hits. They left her open enough. 10-7. Here's Provost needing 10. Right side to Shores. Down low, Morrison under up. Another miss by one of the bigs. Gray with the putback. Another miss, but she is fouled.
That's about the only, again, Mike and I have seen a ton of Lawrence Bulldogs games.
That's the flaw.
The only thing you can point to is that the bigs struggle to finish consistently.
10-7 at the line here, Lily Gray. Hits.
Splash that one.
11-7. Second one, no good. Rebound Shores. Provost, three, wide open. It is no good. Rebound bounced around. Welch runs into Minahan. Somebody's getting called for a foul. It's Minahan.
Man, how do you determine that? Nobody had possession.
I know. It's a flip of the coin, honestly. And it goes to Parent. Slapped away by Gray, but right over into the hands of Ella Hansen down low, looking for Adams. Pass not really good. It was too far in front, and it's out of bounds. Off Messalonskee. It'll be a Lawrence ball.
The other thing, too, with the big, they don't want them down low. You got to get them midsection up.
Here's Provost, 10 away. 11-7, Lawrence by 4. Provost stops, foul line left, hands to Minahan, left corner for Shores. To Minahan. Excuse me, Minahan works it to the right, guarded by Welch, popping out Gray, down low Morrison, has position, turns, hits.
The other thing, too, about Provost and her 1,000-point, Mike, you get a timeout, Messalonskee.
It's a 30.
Provost ain't going to hunt for it, but, you know, knowing her, I imagine she wants to get the pomp and circumstance out of the way.
Tonight's game brought to you by Central Maine Community College, more than just a community college with over 40 academic degrees and certificates to choose from, one of the lowest tuition rates in New England. Go to cmcc.edu. Your future begins and starts now at Central Maine Community College. Let's see, 4:28 to go in the first. Messalonskee boys have won already, dashing Lawrence's tournament hopes. Lawrence girls looking to go 18-0 and looking to get Maddie Provost 1,000 points. Passing to Parent, not a Mishu. Mishu, pass ahead for Adams. Adams to Welch, right corner, open Hansen. Hansen from the elbow, missed the jump shot. Rebound taken away from Adams, just pulled right out of there by Morrison. Some experience and strength there. Provost baseline. Oh, what a great pass around a defender, but Gray couldn't use it. Back over to Shores, and Shores hits. Great ball movement there by the Lawrence Bulldogs. And that pass by Maddie Provost was great. Here's a steal by Shores. Under the basket, Provost is wide open, turns, fires. No! Still needs 10. Here's Welch. Welch pulls it back out. Whips a pass over to Mishu. High post to Adams. Outside, a three on the way. It is good by Lydia Parent. That apparently runs in the blood. 15-10. It's a 5-point lead. Provost. Bullet pass down low to Gray, and she lost it. It goes to the corner. Minahan. Minahan's three. That's out of bounds off Lawrence. Hafford coming in for Messo. You got Amaya Lawyerson and Peyton Cole coming in for Lawrence. Out for the Bulldogs. Let's see, Minahan and Morrison. All right, in the backcourt, Lydia Parent. Parent in trouble. Lays it back for Hansen, over to Welch. Welch to Mishu. Mishu curls around, goes left side. Welch steps back, misses from 15. Rebound cleared by Gray. Outlets it on the lob ahead for Shores. Shores on the cut, Gray, under, up and in. 17-10. 2:45 to go in the first. Provost 10 away. Hafford stops foul line right. On the pop out now, Parent over to Welch. Welch cruises in, slapped away by Provost. Picked up by Shores. Shores to Gray. Gray, baseline to Lawyerson, now to Shores. Shores to Gray. Gray turns, missed the shot, rebound. Provost, one hand! And she put it up and in, 8 away. One hand rebounded, put back, all in one move. 19-10, Lawrence by 9. This is their largest lead. Mishu with 2:06 to go, passing to Hafford. Hafford goes up, missed the shot, rebound taken down by Cole. For Provost. Provost lays it over. She got fouled before that passage. Crunch time, that is, which is brought to you by Clark Scrap Metals. Don't fix it, scrap it. Locations in Chelsea, Hollowell, and Jay. 1:56 to go. Lawrence ball on the baseline. What are they going to do here? They're going to give Provost shots.
That's the fifth
foul. Yeah. So 8 points away. Provost with 3 came in, needing 11. Has 2 here. She hits. 7 points away. And the lead is 20-10.
They get us that score abacus yet? Because this would be a good thing to just have it off to the side,
yes,
so you knew, as opposed to constantly having to do the math.
Totally. 7 points away is Provost. 6 points away is Provost. 1:56 to go in the first quarter. Right side, it is Hansen. Hansen over to Adams. Adams up top to Ventimiglia. Now in the swing to Parent. Parent hands it off to Hansen. Hansen to the foul line to Adams to Ventimiglia. Ventimiglia. High dribble, and she is fouled. She got fouled by Lawyerson.
You gotta be kidding me. Sorry, I chuckle for those fan complained about the call, but you already have 11. That's what made me laugh.
That's okay. Here's Ventimiglia out front, hands it off to Welch. Welch behind a pick, lobs it down. Adams turns, missed the shot, rebound gobbled up by Provost. Here comes Maddie. What did I say? She needs 6? She has 5?
Yes.
She takes the 3, makes it! No, she didn't. I thought it was going in. I jumped the gun. I apologize. I want it as bad as she does. Here's Welch. I will wait. I will promise to be more patient. Into Hafford. Hafford baseline. It's Ventimiglia. Ventimiglia goes up over Provost. Provost could not handle the rebound, though. Out of bounds off Maddie. She needs 6. I got to keep writing that down. I'm going to write that down.
That's what I'm saying. That's why we need the score abacus, so you can just look at it over to the side. No, 6.
All right, putting it into play here. Ella Hansen lobs it out for Hafford. Hafford takes it right in, goes up, got blocked there by Morrison, who just absolutely feasted on her there. Here's Minahan. Provost needs 6. She gets it on the cut to the basket. Provost needs 4. 23-10. 4 points away. They are running a tote board on the wall down there to our right. We'll get a shot of it at the next break, if Logan hasn't already. Here's Hafford. Baseline left side. Adams catches, shoots, no good. Rebound Minahan. Minahan, 23-10, 20 seconds to go. Provost needs 4. Loops it down to Minahan. On the cut there, going up is Cole. Cole is fouled, and we can get a shot on the wall right now. 4-3-2-1, and that apparently was out of bounds off Lawrence.
Apparently, I thought it was a foul.
It was not. Out of bounds off Lawrence, so 4 points away is Provost. It's probably going to happen in the second quarter. 5 seconds to go. The shot by Welch is no good. Rebound Morrison ahead to Maddie, but it's slowed down enough by Ventimiglia. That runs off the clock. Score at the end of 1 in Oakland. Lawrence 23 and Messalonskee 10. Maddie Provost 4 points away from 1,000 back after this on the score.
It's like this every winter. When the temperature drops below 45, my palms sweat and I get really anxious.
It's not your fault. You're suffering from seasonal winter driving disorder. 3 and 4 drivers suffer from SWUDs because they have all-season tires. They aren't designed for wintry weather. Luckily, there's a remedy. Take 4, call me in the morning.
Visit NokianTires.com/remedy for the cure.
Is this a prescription for tires?
201 Tire Battery and Service, Riverside Drive, Vassalboro.
First quarter breakdown brought to you by 201 Service in Skowhegan. Pardon me, Maine's trusted towing and recovery partner since 1984. 23-10 jump here for the Lawrence Bulldogs in the first quarter. They lead it by 13. Maddie Provost came into tonight's game needing 11 for 1,000. She has got 7 in the first quarter, 4 points away. First quarter breakdown brought to you by 201 Service in Skowhegan.
Yeah, part of that is that Messalonskee sent Lawrence on the line 9 times in the first quarter.
It is a Lawrence ball on the sideline at center court. And it goes Provost, launches a 3. She's 1 point away! She hits it from the corner from three-point land, 26-10. You can feel the anticipation. Here's Welch, a fadeaway jumper. Got it! Maddie Welch with 2. 26-12. Provost with the ball. Maddie cruises down the left. Goes in, throws it under the basket to Morrison, who blows another one. The Bigs miss so many.
That was a great find, too.
It was a great find. You got to make that shot. Welch from 3 shoots it up and no good. In and out rebound. Adams blocked by Morrison. They get it ahead to Minahan. Minahan down on the baseline for Lawyerson. Lawyerson to Cole. Cole blocked there. Great defensive play by Leah Adams. Big time block by the 6-footer. Here's Mishu. Or check that. Here's Welch. Welch down low to Hafford. Hafford blocked there by Cole. Cole stops, goes back to Minahan. Minahan cruises over to the right. Maddie Provost 1 point away. Down low Morrison to the cutter. There it is! No, she missed it! Maddie Provost with a smile on her face to the basket with nobody near her on a shot that I could have made, and she missed it.
Mike, you got to stop anticipating. That's twice now you've basically given it to her.
But that was a layup.
I know, but still.
The other one was a 3. So Provost still 1 point away. Here's Addie Welch. Welch drives. Goes back outside to Mishu. Mishu dribbles inside, stolen by Shores. Shores, nice lead for Gray. Gray has to run it down, though. Back to Provost. On the way. There it is! 1,002 for Maddie Provost! In the final regular season game of her junior year with her parents Lucas and Heather on the court, Madeline Provost with a hug for Mama has just scored points number 1,000, 1,001, and 1,002 with the little brothers there too. Ladies and gentlemen, the Provost family. That's a pretty swanky banner, huh?
I mean, we all knew it was coming, right? The 1's backwards, by the way.
So Maddie Provost now with 1,002. And she can take a deep breath. That's over with.
And you know, for her, she's just excited that that's the case.
Flowers, got to keep the ball. Now, does she sign her own ball, or how does that go?
That's a good question.
Balloons, flowers, banners, moms, dads, twin brothers. With a tournament and another season to go. Somebody asked me before the game how close she was to Cindy Blodgett. Not close. 2,596 career points for Cindy Blodgett, in case you were wondering.
Yeah, so the rest of this game, the tournament, and then all next year, she's just got to take what she's done in basically 2 seasons.
That's right.
And do it in a season.
There you go.
She's got it.
So the 3 gives her 1,002 and gives Lawrence a 29-12 lead, their largest of the game, as we get back to live action. And that vigil is over. 35 last night.
Already 13 tonight.
13 tonight, and we've got a whistle and a foul. And it's going to go on Messo.
The other thing, too, you asked the question, Mike, about does she sign her a ball? Me, the question was, who's going to
know who's coming out?
Who's going to give her the assist? Because I'd want to be the one. Because once she needed one bucket, everybody was trying to dish the dime.
Coming in is the irreverent Taylor Pellerin. We've got a whistle and a foul called on Messo.
Easy to say, Taylor Pellerin, Central Maine sports favorite. One of the favorites.
She is.
Got to be honest, worried for my job.
Yep.
Seriously.
She is the resident comedienne of the Lawrence Bulldogs. Down low to Morrison, 29-12. Back to Lily Gray, foul line pop. They can't hit the 5-foot putbacks, but she can hit the foul line jumper, 31-12. The lead is 19. 5:50 to go in the first half. Welch hands it to Hafford. Hafford circles around. Hafford backs it out. Now to Welch. Tipped, stolen. Minahan drives all the way and got blocked by Welch. She kind of took it easy at the end there, and Welch caught her. And Welch actually fouled her, too.
Now, Minahan had a smile. She came away from that same thing, thinking she had probably should have finished that one.
So Ella will have to finish it at the line. First one is good. 32-12. 1,002 career points for Maddie Provost. Second one is good by Minahan. 33-12. 5.5 to go in the first half. Welch to Parent. Back to Welch. Guarded by Shores. Welch goes baseline, shovels, deflects off the arm of Minahan, goes in the corner for Parent. They whip it around. Ends up back in Welch's hand. Hafford with a pick. Back up top to Adams. Now to Parent. To Adams. Welch will fire a long 3 from the left wing. No good. Rebound Shores. Zips it ahead for Gray. Under the basket, Minahan. Ella runs it off. Goes back to Gray. That doesn't work. Out of the shoot, Welch. Welch goes up, missed the shot. Shores harassed her. Ashley with a rebound ahead for Pellerin. Taylor stops, goes under the basket looking for Lily Gray. It's tipped out of bounds by Messo. I want Taylor Pellerin. It's actually out of bounds off Gray. I want Pellerin taking threes.
Yeah, I think Pellerin should have shot that. That pass wasn't open. Nobody was on you. Stop and pop the shoulder 3.
Welch up top. To the right. Hands to Parent. Run into by Minahan. Ella called for the foul.
I believe that'll be Ella's second.
Probably not overly concerning to Greg Chesley tonight.
Yeah, I think obviously already off to the big lead, like you said, but back-to-back of the doubleheader with the game moved up. Bench was probably going to be used pretty intermittently already.
Yeah. Here's Welch. Lawrence winning last night by 1 over Coney. 35 for Provost last night. Put her in position to come here tonight, needing 11, and she's got 13. And 1,002 for her career. Welch, you got to start shooting the ball if you're Messalonskee. You're down by 21 points. I know it's the first half, but Hafford outside, threw it right into the hands of Minahan. Ella zips it ahead for Pellerin, knocked out of bounds there by Ella Hansen.
I think the Lawrence guards without Provost here being a little bit too unselfish. Drive to the hoop.
Shores will put it into play. 33-12. Here's Pellerin. Takes the 3 we wanted her to take. It is no good. The rebound is cleared by Hansen. Ahead to Welch. Welch stops, fires, got it. 33-14. Provost coming back in. Gets a hand grasp there from Amaya Lawyerson. Shot is up. It is no good by Morrison. Rebound taken down by the freshman Adams. Over to Welch. Welch, offensive foul drawn there by Ella Minahan. Little mustard on that hot dog there, huh, Ella Minahan?
I mean, I think there was some solid...
little tongue sticking out there.
Well, Coach Welch stuck with, gambled with Addie and left her in with 2, and she just picked up number 3.
Yep. So Minahan draws that. Here's Madeline Provost, she of 1,002 career points. Pellerin in the pivot. Here's Ross. Ross goes up, missed the shot. Rebound run down by Lawyerson. Back to Pellerin. Taylor for 3. No. I hate that rim for making that ball roll out of there. Here's Welch.
Also made you anticipate Provost's 1,000th point coming about 2 shots earlier.
Yes, and I apologize for that. I jumped the gun. Here's Adams, turns, throws it up too hard, but she'll go to the line.
And Casey Ross playing is just, I think, a testament to the embarrassment of riches that Lawrence has. 6-footer that played JV last year, has played the JV this year, just because you've had Morrison and Gray obviously in front of her, and then before that, Bree Poulin, somebody finally gave me the name, which I appreciate, but Bree Poulin, who was a stellar center herself before that.
In case you care, the Miami Heat are finalizing a deal to send Jimmy Butler to the Golden State Warriors for Andrew Wiggins, Dennis Schroeder, Kyle Anderson, and a protected first-round pick. I can't wait to see how Jimmy Butler and Draymond get along together. That should go well.
They're already in a fist fight.
Here's Provost at the foul line. The pop is no good. The rebound, Ventimiglia.
Tell you what, I'm all for the...
Hafford lays it in.
Pomp and circumstance was deserved, but man, stopping the game really felt like it took the momentum out of this, didn't it?
Kinda. 33-17. 2.5 to go. Outside Provost fires from three-point land. No good. Rebound out of bounds. It'll be a Messalonskee ball close enough to crunch time with 2:23 to go to tell you that crunch time is brought to you by Clark Scrap Metals. Don't fix it, scrap it. Locations in Chelsea, Hollowell, and Jay. We hear that Cooper Clark, by the way, speaking of the Clarks, back in the lineup tonight for the Hockey Rams. Good to hear.
Not saying whether or not he's not going to hit the ice again.
I was going to say rubbing some dirt on it. Ventimiglia drives, misses the shot. Rebound, Adams. Provost took a whack at it. She couldn't come up with it. Now Ventimiglia goes down low. Adams is fouled there by Ross. I was going to say that Cooper Clark rubbed some dirt on it, but he probably rubbed ice shavings on it.
Big time.
And sprayed some water on it like it's a divot in the ice. He had a 9-inch cut on his chin, a broken pinky, and a banged-up knee. Other than that, he's fine.
I'm just saying, if anybody needs appearances, because there's a lot of still discourse about that game on social media.
Oh, yeah.
Mike and I are available for a pretty nominal fee.
Well, I'd like to think we call games right down the middle, and the game got chippy, but do I think somebody tried to deliberately hurt Cooper Clark? No, I don't.
Seconded. I think it's a physical game between two teams that really wanted the win.
Yeah, they don't necessarily like each other either. Lawyerson took it away from Hafford, got it back to Gray. Now Gray to Shores, 33-17, 1:45 to go. Down to Gray. Gray left corner. Foul line Lawyerson. Lawyerson land to the Giants. That's not a place where she's going to flourish, but she does draw a foul there on Adams, and she'll go to the line.
Tell you what, I'll take Lawyerson and Sean Acorn driving into the bigs anytime. Both fearless.
Yeah. Amaya Lawyerson is 5'4", and she, like Sean Acorn, ain't afraid of going down there. She missed the free throw. She'll be a big part of what Lawrence does next year. We're putting the cart before the horse, but
she is my dark horse candidate for a breakout player next year, because I think she's going to have her chance to get up a lot of shots, and she's a good player.
34-17, 1:40 to go in the first half. Lawrence, 1:40 and a second half away from going undefeated in the regular season. Hafford. Right corner, Adams for three. Normally not what she does. She missed the shot, rebound Shores. Ashley buzzes it ahead. Provost. One catch and throw pass right back to Gray for the layup. That was basically a slap pass. 36-17. What are they saying now?
This is boring.
Ventimiglia blocked there by Morrison. Over it goes to Shores. Ahead for Provost. Back to Shores. Ashley for three. It is up. Nope. Rebound boxed around by Gray in front of Mishu. And out of bounds off Gray. All right, coming in is Cole. Coming out is Gray. .55 seconds left in the half. Chloe Mishu. Mishu up top. Over to Ventimiglia. Slapped out of bounds by Shores and Tennifer Parent. Sam Smith and Jason Pellerin have a conversation in the corner down to our left.
I wonder if they're having a discussion about refs. Coach Smith picked up a T for those who didn't catch the live broadcast.
They always talk about refs. Down low to Hafford. Hafford got fouled by Peyton Cole, and Addie's going to the line.
Coach Pellerin, I think, telling Coach Smith, he says, this heel penalties work out in our favor with that big Coney win. We get the 8-1 matchup. You watch out. We'll get you next time.
There you go. Hafford's free throw in and out.
I cannot believe that we are at the end of the basketball regular season. It feels like just the other day you and I were getting started with all these double headers.
Yeah, December 8th was our first. December 7th was our first game. Both free throws missed. Back at the other end, here is Ms. Lawyerson, and she misses the shot, but she's going to the line.
Told you, fearless.
It's not even been 3 months since
crazy.
then.
Just the winter season's so unique compared to our other two seasons just because the double headers.
Christmas, that. Oh, yeah, oh, yes.
That too.
Yeah, we don't have that in any other sport. Thankfully, we don't have any football doubleheaders.
Oh, boy. Well, no, wait. No, you're right.
37-17. I suppose we could have them in when it's championship time, but that's it. 38-17. Here's Mishu with 23 seconds left in the half. Pass over through Parent's hands, out of bounds. It'll go to Lawrence. Play predictably somewhat ragtag. .20 seconds to go. Lawyerson with the ball, back to Provost. Maddie with 1,002 career points. Down low, and the turn, and the made shot by Nadia Morrison. 40-17. Mishu, recognizing she's got to hurry, goes up, and the ball ends up out of bounds off her with 0.7 of a second left.
Catch it.
Shores slowed down by Hanson. That's the half. A cruise control first half for the Lawrence Bulldogs that included the 1,000th career point of Madeline Provost. Score at halftime is Lawrence 40, Messalonskee 17. You're watching and listening to high school basketball on The Score.
Hi, this is Mike Perkins from KMD Driving School. I've been instructing your children in driver's ed for years. We're accepting new students for the fall and winter classes. Let the professionals teach your children. Call 465-4835. Sign them up for KMD Driving School. New classes begin every 3 weeks. Call 465-4835, 465-4835, or visit us online at kmddrivingschool.com. The journey begins with us. KMD Driving School.
At Danforth's Down Home Supermarket, they're proud to be a second-generation family-owned grocery store with locations in Hermon and Pittsfield. They focus on providing fresh produce, high-quality meats, delicious bakery items, and a well-stocked deli. Danforth's Down Home Supermarket cuts and grinds fresh meat daily, and they offer Maine lobsters year-round. They also bake fresh bread, pastries, and other sweet treats every single morning. For added convenience, online shopping is available at their Hermon location with contactless curbside pickup ready in as little as 2 hours. Come discover Danforth's Down Home Supermarket.
Whittemore & Sons, your Coyote tractor dealer. Dependable sales and service for over 50 years. We are located on the Waterville Road in Skowhegan. Sales and service by a family who cares.
At Haight Chevrolet in Skowhegan, our family is here for your family. And our family has been providing affordable, reliable transportation to families in central and western Maine for 113 years. You don't have that kind of longevity in the car business without building strong, trusting relationships with customers from one generation to the next. Whether you're looking for a new or pre-owned, financing, or special incentives, your shopping experience is always stress-free at Haight Chevy. Haight Chevrolet on Madison Avenue as you turn into Skowhegan. You'll also find the Haight family of dealerships in Madison and Farmington.
At Central Maine Community College, your future is our priority.
I'm going to be a preschool teacher.
An HVAC technician.
Pediatric nurse.
Whether your college journey is starting here,
I'm going to be an architect.
Physical therapist.
I'm going to be a lawyer.
or we're a stop along the way.
I'm going to be a doctor.
A machinist.
Honestly, not 100% sure yet.
With over 40 programs,
I'm going to be a graphic designer.
An athletic trainer.
There is something for everyone.
CMCC.
Your future starts here.
Casella Waste. You see their trucks everywhere all the time. That's because they're out taking care of customers like you. Roll-off dumpsters, they've got them 15 to 50 yards. And they're in your neighborhood picking up the trash so you don't have to worry about it. Weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly from 2 to 10 yards. Casella Waste will also deliver portable toilets when and where you need them. And they offer septic services. Call to learn more about Casella Waste. 872-8257, 872-8257 for Casella Waste.
Over 30 years ago, Paul and John A. Bowen set out on a mission to help aging Mainers stay in their own homes. Assistance Plus grew from their passion, dedication, and integrity where clients come first. Today, Assistance Plus serves not only the elderly, but clients with developmental and behavioral health challenges. Assistance Plus is here for you today and through all points of your life.
Mike Violet, AJ Knight, the rest of our score crew back here live at the half here at Messalonskee High School in Oakland. 40-17, Lawrence girls on top of Messalonskee. Time for our second quarter breakdown. It's brought to you by 201 Service in Skowhegan, Maine's trusted towing and recovery partner since 1984. Lawrence blew out to a 26-10 lead at the end of one. Not much of a quarter offensively for either team in the second. Lawrence outscored Messalonskee 14-7 as both teams after the 1,000th points, 1,001, 1,000, 1,001, 1,002 after the ceremony or the little stoppage in play kind of got bogged down a little bit. So just 14-7, the Lawrence edge over Messalonskee in that second quarter to give them a 23-point lead here at the break. It is Lawrence 40, Messalonskee 17. Our first quarter breakdown brought to you by 201 Service in Skowhegan. So a 23-point lead here at halftime, which is brought to you as always by Hammond Lumber Company, serving Maine and New Hampshire from 22 locations. Your building project partner, HammondLumber.com. After you get the Provost 1,000 points out of the way, next thing to do is take care of business and win, and Lawrence is well on their way to doing that.
Yeah, I think you've seen them go a lot down low. They know they've got the size advantage with Gray and Morrison. They've tried to, I think, take advantage of that. Again, Gray and Morrison have been inconsistent about finishing. But to your point, I think Lawrence was kind of humming along, maybe a little sloppy with the ball early, but after the ceremony, kind of felt like, obviously it stopped down the momentum, so it was kind of hard to get started. Also kind of felt like the energy came out because that's what everybody was sort of anticipating as well. But Lawrence, again, this is a team that came in with expectations of a state championship versus a Messalonskee team that's obviously trying to build a foundation, and Lawrence kind of workmanlike performance, kind of cruising to what they normally do.
Two things to accomplish after you get the Provost 1,000th point. Number one, win. Number two, don't get anybody hurt.
That last one
Tournament
especially.
is 10 days away.
Yeah, so already a pretty liberal use of the bench by Coach Chesley. I don't think that'll change, obviously. Some numbers for you, Mike. Provost leads all scores. She's got 13. Gray is in double figures. She's got 10. Shores added 8, all 8 of hers in the first quarter. Leading score for Messalonskee's Welch. She's got 4. Hanson, Adams, and Parent all second. They've each got 3. Lawrence has a rebounding advantage, 20-11 here at half. And then turnovers, 16 turnovers for the Eagles, 7 for the Lawrence Bulldogs.
So, there you have it. That's the breakdown. I don't have anything more to add, do you?
No, I want to shout out, I think, if I remember, just classy move by Messalonskee. Obviously, they're the home team, but they let Provost have her ceremony, I think fully within their rights to wait till a dead ball stoppage, but want to give them their props because it is a classy move on their part.
Yeah, they let it happen, and it is all in the books now. I'm sure Maddie Provost feeling better about it. Her teammates, her parents, all family and friends as well. Score here at the break is Lawrence 40, Messalonskee 17. Second half action coming up after this on The Score.
Looking for a way to heat your home while staying within your budget? A home heating loan from Connected Credit Union is the perfect solution. We've got you covered with an affordable way to keep warm this winter. Maybe you're thinking of purchasing a heating and cooling system or replacing your windows. Making your home more energy efficient isn't just an investment in your home, it's an investment in your lifestyle. Contact our loan team for more details or apply online at connectedcreditunion.org. Get connected, stay connected. Federally insured by the NCUA, Equal Housing Lender. Membership eligibility required.
My dad's a real hero. Not like a superhero or anything. More like a regular dad kind of hero. 'Cause every weekend, even when the weather's bad and it's super snowy, he always gets us there safe.
They don't know how you do it. All they know is that you care.
See Skowhegan Tire Center. They beat any price. Route 201, Skowhegan.
Notice the price of gas and oil lately? Thinking about a pellet stove? Pellets are a renewable resource that are economical, and pellet stoves don't have to be ugly or loud. Come talk to us at Somerset Stone & Stove. Let us explain why now is the best time to have your pellet stove installed. Wouldn't you love to have a gas stove or fireplace designed for your home? Let Somerset Stone & Stove design and install a Regency gas stove or fireplace that is just right for you. Let us customize your Regency gas stove or fireplace while you enjoy the beauty and warmth. Visit Somerset Stone & Stove in Oakland.
Discover the printing experience you've been searching for at SBS Carbon Copy on 54 Main Street in Waterville. Tired of getting lost in big box stores? Whether you need unique business cards or large format printing up to 44 inches wide, customized invitations that scream you, we've got it all. Our team is here to print, copy, or scan with a smile. Fast, affordable, and with a touch of personality. Don't settle for ordinary. Dash over to mainprintingservices.com where printing's personal, not puzzling.
From the moment you check in at Kennebec Eye Care, you'll be greeted with a smile. From there, you'll be given a comprehensive and thorough eye exam from Dr. Peter Parody, Dr. Leslie Sobeck, or Dr. Kaylee Brown. Once your examination is completed, they'll go over what steps need to be taken to improve your eyesight needs with glasses or contacts. If you're a current patient or looking to become a new patient, then see the eye specialists at Kennebec Eye Care. Kennebec Eye Care, your sight specialists since 1955.
At Central Maine Community College, we are building things that last. We're investing in technology, new facilities, and offering more degree programs than ever before. You can get the traditional college experience at a fraction of the cost, and for some, it's even free.
Wait, did she just say free?
That's right, free tuition for Maine high school grads from 2020 through 25. Set your goals and find your path at CM. Let's build a future together.
All right, after all that, we've got a second half of basketball to play. Mike Violet, AJ Knight, Logan Cameron, Allen all back here live at, I was going to say Folsom Gym in Fairfield, not quite, at the Eagles Nest here in Oakland. I don't think this gym actually has an official name to it. At the Eagles Nest here in Oakland, Messalonskee ball, they trail 40-17.
Yeah, because the Nest is just that section, isn't it?
Okay.
I don't know.
I know,
that was
right.
what I thought it
all
was.
All right, so it's just Messalonskee High Gym. Chloe Mishu for three. The bank is closed. Rebound Shores. Ashley ahead to Provost. She have 1,002 points. She threw it ahead to Gray. Couldn't reach it. It's a turnover.
Lawrence sure seemed to think
it was
so.
tipped out of bounds by
I would
Messalonskee.
say the ref said stay in here, but Lawrence sure seemed to concede that one.
Here's Minahan. To Provost for three. Yep, got the roll. 43-17.
That's her third made three.
The lead is 26. Welch over to Hafford. Hafford angles in, lays it off right side. Adams, a 10-footer, no good. Rebound Gray. Minahan to Provost, picked off by Welch. Can't hang on to it, that is, out of bounds. One hockey game coming up on Thursday night to wrap the week up.
Saturday night.
What did I say? Thursday? That's tomorrow night. Saturday night coming up, Hampden Academy at Coney. Hampden Academy at Messalonskee. I'm going to be okay. I'm giddy. Shot by Minahan on the layup, no good. Rebound Welch. It's Hamden Academy versus Messalonskee at Colby. The 3 by Welch is no good. 7 o'clock Saturday night. Ahead Morrison running the floor, waits for Mishu to go by, and hey, she hit one in close.
How about that, too? Big to big in a fast break.
45-17. The lead is 28. Here's Welch. Over to Mishu. On the elbow to Parent. Inside, stolen by Gray. Ahead to Provost. Provost lays it over. Shores back to Provost. Back to Gray. Gray misses, of course. Put back up and in. The lead is 30, 47-17.
Padding the stats, Mike. Padding the stats.
Kinda. They're in the game. Got to get them out of there soon, I would think. 47-17. Here's Mishu. Mishu baseline, shovels off in the corner. There is Parent. Now to Welch. Welch drives. The runner is no good. She's fouled. She'll go to the line.
Nice job lowering the shoulder, drawing the contact there. That is Minahan, I believe. Oh, no. I guess they got Morrison for a reach. Take it back. I thought that was Minahan's third foul.
You all right? You giddy too?
No, I just keep it. I thought it was on the bump.
Shot by Welch is no good.
I will say, while I have a second, shout out to the ref crew in the first game and the ref crew this one, because anytime you don't talk about the refs.
No, these are the same guys.
Okay, well, they did a great job in the first one and thus far, because anytime you don't talk about them.
Second free throw was good, by the way. Yep, they've been fine.
Frankly, based on the refs, my reaction, the fans' reaction to the refs was my favorite part.
There you go. Provost, 47-18, hands to Shores. Ashley goes in, the runner doesn't go. Rebound, Morrison kept it alive, then it's out of bounds, but it's off Meso. Tournament starts on Valentine's Day afternoon at 4 o'clock. Morrison or Provost on the sideline, way downtown, buries it. 50-18, the lead is 32. Greg Chesley might be taking a walk down the bench.
That Provost already has 19.
Here comes the wacky, irreverent Taylor Pellerin, who will come in for Madeline Provost, she of 1,000 points.
Think Provost night's done?
I think it's possible.
I think it's close.
I think I would try to end it if I could. I see no point in it.
Again, worth noting, Lawrence, second night of a back-to-back.
Yeah.
And they played a tough game at Coney last night.
Doesn't get any harder than last night. Coney is a really good team. That shot up no good by Adams. She is fouled. So I am sure all of these Lawrence girls are feeling it tonight.
Not to mention, did you not, I think, didn't you mention to me illness kind of having another wave through the team also?
Yeah, they had their issues with it early this week. I know Maddie was in bed as Adams hits the free throw, 50-19, among others, but I heard it was pretty much going through the team.
Oh, that's right, because that's when I saw her mom and thought she was at the Coney game,
right.
And I did the double take.
Second shot, no good. Gray clears. Shores to Minahan. On the cut to Gray, now to Shores. Shores goes up, knocked away, picked up by Parent. Ashley wants a foul, but then decides, you know what, we're up by 31. Welch to Adams to Parent. Parent back to Adams. On the right to Ventimiglia, down to Hafford in the box, knocked away by Lily Gray.
Yeah, I think you made this point. I don't remember if you made it on air or not, Mike, but this seems like another lineup. And I know, again, Messalonskee had a tough season, but I feel like part of it, at some point, you kind of have to pick a lineup maybe to let some chemistry develop, because I think it's another lineup for Messalonskee. Hadn't played together.
Yeah, I think that's a key that you've got to do eventually. On the cut, Pellerin goes up, and the crazy, wacky, irreverent Taylor Pellerin fouled, and she'll go to the line. Yeah, I do think at some point you need to have some stability in who's playing with whom, and the shot is good by Taylor. And perhaps that'll come next year, 50-20. And coming in for Lawrence, JC. Casey's long gone. J.C. Elkins.
Speaking of, you and I talking earlier about Sports Star's a heck of a shortstop.
Yep. She can play it a little bit. 51-19. Right side, Adams. Adams, not a Welch. Welch for three. Right side, nope, short. Rebound, Minahan. Ella cruises up to Gray. Lets it go to Pellerin. Pellerin down low, looking for Shores, knocked away by Welch. Picked up off the floor there by Ella Hansen. Not a Welch. Welch to Mishu. Mishu cruises left side, goes up over Gray. Lily blocks it, but Lily also called for a foul.
See if there's some lower body. It looked like a pretty decent block there. Yeah, I think they're going to get her on the body.
At the line is Chloe Mishu. Got it.
Mishu's first points of the game.
51-20. Shores out, Elkins in. So J.C. Elkins, the sophomore, in. One more for Chloe. Nope. Rebound Gray to Morrison to Gray. To Morrison. Left side looking for Minahan, knocked out of bounds by Olivia Thomas.
Tell you what, Morrison and Gray having some chit chat. I think they're going to start uncorking some threes. They're calling offense for themselves.
Yeah, it's like they're playing guards. Pellerin to Gray to Morrison, and that went through Nadia's hands, and they're having a good old laugh fest out there, which you can do when you're up by 31.
I'm telling you, I think they drew something up all by themselves. You're going to see, like the annexation to Puerto Rico's coming.
All right, here's Cole and Lawyerson about to come in. The drive by Thomas, the runner good by Olivia. 51-22. Ella Minahan to Pellerin. Pellerin, left side to Gray. Morrison in the pivot, wide open, turn, spots up, no good. Rebound comes down, too close.
It's too close.
It's Welch. It's gone beyond an epidemic. The drive by Thomas. Thomas left it way short. It's an air ball out of bounds. Lawyerson and Cole coming in. And let's see, Gray's coming out. And Ella Minahan is coming out.
Basically, the starting lineup is coming out bit by bit here.
J.C. Elkins over to Lawyerson to Pellerin. .233 to go in the third. Elkins, nice little hook pass over to Pellerin, and Taylor missed the shot.
That was a good find.
Come on, Taylor. Baseline right side, Hansen. Hansen backs it out in three-point land, now to Thomas. To Welch, foul line left to Mishu. Mishu, right side. Thomas open for three, did not take it. Adams will, on the way, no. Rebound, Morrison. It is crunch time. Crunch Time's brought to you by Clark Scrap Metals. Don't fix it, scrap it. Locations in Chelsea, Hollowell, and Jay. Final 2 minutes, 51-22. The benches are in. Cole, no good, and she got popped in the head.
On her follow-through, Welch got her, which will be Welch's fourth.
All right, Casey Ross coming in. And I'm sure that'll be for Morrison. Free throw good by Cole. .52-22. Shot is no good. There's a three-shot foul, of course. Here's Ross in for Morrison. Got Juliana Roderick in for Messalonskee, a sophomore. One more for Cole. No good. Rebound, Mishu. 52-22, the lead 30. It's pretty much been in that area for quite a while. Down low to Chloe Mishu, knocked out of bounds by Cole. So let's see. We are a couple of players from Lawrence away from having everybody played tonight. Kiera Day and Natalie Pelletier. On the weave to Mishu. She retreats to the right, goes in. A lot of steps there. They just let that roll. Thomas takes the two, no good. Inside the line. Rebound cleared by Parent. Stopping and popping is Thomas. Thomas missed. And the rebound to Elkins. J.C. Elkins to Ross. Ross and Pelletier kind of collide with each other, and Ross travels.
The other part of that, too, Ross knew she wanted to drop that off to Pellerin and then lost control as she was going to chuck it.
Hannah Adams and Adriana Pettengill coming in for Messo. Mishu coming out, and also coming out, Ella Hansen. So Tatum Welch doing a good job to empty her bench. 1:10 to go. Roderick.
My favorite part of this is to see who sort of recognize the situation. I know you want to run offense, but just uncork them.
Roderick gets it again. Trying to post up Parent. And the ball's out of bounds, thrown away.
Yeah, nice job by Ross, really challenging that pass. That's what caused the airmail.
50 seconds left. J.C. Elkins in the third, 52-22. Lawrence about to finish an undefeated regular season. Maddie Provost got her 1,000th. 1 goal accomplished there. Ross turns, banks, no good. Rebound, volleyballed around, comes down to Lawyerson. Elkins for 3 from Pellerin, no good. Rebound back up and in on the weak side, Cole. 54-22, 15 seconds to go. Right side 3, nope, Hannah doesn't take it. Hannah Adams, that is, drives on Ross, lays it up, no. Rebound Parent. Outside to Roderick, 6 seconds left. Right side Thomas. Thomas drives, goes over, lays it over, and they won't get a shot off. That's it for the third. 32-point lead for Lawrence after 3. The score is Lawrence 54, Messalonskee 22. You're watching and listening to high school basketball on The Score.
There's money in your unwanted metal. Clark Scrap Metals pays top dollar for any cars, trucks, or scrap metal that you want to get rid of. Stop over, we'll weigh it and give you a check. Got a big job that needs a major cleanup? We'll drop off and pick up 1 or more of our roll-off containers for residential or commercial work. And at Clark's, we crush cars. We travel statewide and offer fair prices. Locally owned for 3 generations, no one knows scrap metal like Clark's. In Chelsea, Hollowell, and Jay. Online at clarkscrapmetals.com.
Our third quarter breakdown brought to you by 201 Service in Skowhegan, Maine's trusted towing and recovery partner since 1984. A 14-5 edge for Lawrence in that third quarter. They took what was a 23-point lead. It is now 32, 54-22 after 3 third quarter breakdown brought to you by 201 Service in Skowhegan. To the fourth we go, final 8. And Lawrence 8 minutes away from 18-0.
And you know Provost's going to pull a Kobe and say job's not done afterwards, which is true.
Kiera Day in the lineup and Natalie Pelletier in as well. So everybody has played tonight for the Lawrence Bulldogs. Cole for 3. Nope. Rebound, corner, out of bounds, and nobody touched it, so it goes to Messo. Walking it up, Lydia Parent. Parent, top of the circle. Hands it off to Thomas. Thomas, foul line pop on the way. Nope, short. Rebound taken down by Lawyerson.
I'm a Thomas fan. Shoot, Lawyerson. You're in. Let him go.
They get it down low. Ross ducks under the basket. Check that. That's Cole under the basket. Shot was no good. Rebound pops out. Here's Thomas. Thomas, a senior, over on the right to Parent. Parent launches. Yes! 3-point field goal, Lydia Thomas.
Lydia Parent.
Lydia Parent, excuse me.
Because it's in the blood.
That's right, 54-25.
Her second 3, by the way.
Passing for Ross goes through her hands, picked up by Olivia Thomas. Thomas. Outside to Adams. Now a 3 left side is up. It is no good. Off the hands there of Pettingill. Rebound taken down by Roderick. On the right to Thomas. In the corner, Parent. Parent back to Thomas. Swing it around to Adams. Adams drives, jumps, throws it up. No good. Rebound. Messalonskee. Another opportunity. Roderick for 3. It's good. Juliana Roderick knocks down the 3.
Don't call it a comeback, Mike.
54 to 28. What do you call it then?
The start of something.
Lawyerson, they back off. She'll take it. No good. Rebound. Ross tipped it over, but it comes to Roderick. Roderick holds. Hands to Parent. To Thomas. 54 to 28. Left corner, Pettingill. Now Roderick brings it back up top. Roderick to the foul line to Parent. Nothing there for Parent. Lobbed it back outside to Adams. Adams to the right, threw it away, looking for Thomas. Thomas had cut to the basket, though.
Pellerin and Elkins back in. Lawyerson and Cole take a seat.
All right, here comes Elkins. JC, sister of Casey.
I think infamously a player that a lot of teams were happy to see go because she was a pot stirrer.
She could shoot it, man.
It always seemed like, Mike, last year when you and I had a Lawrence game, Casey Elkins always had a knack for creating 2 or 3 defensive plays that just seemed to change a game.
Yeah, and knocking down a 3 or 3.
As she was in that Minahan role last year, kind of dirty work, defensive stopper.
Pellerin in for Ross. Ross working it, turns, missed. Rebound knocked outside, comes down into the hands of Juliana Roderick. Roderick cross court, too far ahead of Hansen. Hansen can't save it. Nope, it went all.
Elkins couldn't keep it in bounds.
Elkins not able to hang on to it. As we hit 9:02, we usually aren't out this late.
It has been several late nights. Anybody who enjoys the morning festivities of Mike Violet takes midnight oil to get those going in the morning.
Jump step here, the drive, and Adams is fouled. I don't partake after 9 very much on weeknights.
Yeah, it's hard to see. It's hard to believe it's the end of the regular season. I'm happy to hibernate tomorrow.
We have 2 nights off, and then Saturday we're back at it with hockey, Hamden Academy at Meso.
I'm excited to see that. I think the Broncos, we saw them early against Coney. Young team, graduated a ton of talent. But I'm excited to see it because from what I've seen from their performances recently, started really rounded into shape. And for Meso, you can't take anything for granted post-Coney because you have slip up means you can easily fall right back out of that one spot.
Second free throw here for Adams. It is good. Welch will come back in for her. Here's J.C. Elkins. Long one by Pelletier. Nope. Kara Day runs down that rebound in the corner to Pellerin. Pellerin, nice pass to Ross. Ross up, no. Rebound to Adams. Now Welch. Lobs a pass for Hafford. Addy fades away. Got it.
I think for Addy, good to see one go down. Kind of had a frustrating night tonight.
54-31 inside to Ross. It's tipped away, stolen. Picked up by Chloe Mishu. Final 4 minutes. Mishu back outside. Welch, three-pointer, no. Rebound, Day. To Pellerin. Taylor up the right. Right corner. Pelletier takes the 3, doesn't make it. Rebound high, hit right on the edge of the backboard. Rebound Pelletier. That's up and no good. Rebound run down by Ella Hansen. To Welch. Welch. Off the foot there of Pelletier. That'll be staying with Meso. Peyton Cole about to come back in for Casey Ross. Mishu lobs it in for Hafford. Hafford with an opening, but she got stripped by Pellerin. Too many Pellerins and Pelletiers out there. That was the crazy, wacky, irreverent Taylor Pellerin.
Yeah, nice job stealing that, and then I think missed you just a little bit of a silly frustration foul there.
All right, Lawyerson comes in, Kiera Day out. Elkins on the right to Pelletier. Knocked away. Hansen knocked it away. Pelletier has to go to the backcourt to get it. Over the timeline, coming down to 3 to go. That's punched out of bounds by Addie Hafford.
When's the last undefeated team you saw in the regular season?
Skowhegan, girls.
Oh, duh. Yeah, that was a really good team. I was before I was with you, but yeah, that was a good team. We were just talking about them last night.
J.C. Christopher's team. Got a foul here. Did Lawrence go undefeated when they won it in 20?
No, right? Because they lost to Gardner.
Yes.
Because Coach Chesley talked about how he thought they had a loss, right. I think, late in the season.
Lizzie Gruber and company.
Yes, because I called that one with you. That was a good game. The region finals, I should say. They won state, but I called the region finals with you.
Sub coming in, couple of subs coming in. All right, pass in for Cole, knocked away from her. She is fouled.
Adams basically over the back.
So, yeah, it would be the Skowhegan team of J.C. Christopher that went wire to wire. You had J.C. on there leading the way with the twins. You had Callaway LePage.
Speaking of a great athlete. Yeah, we saw one of the Morris sisters last night. Made an appearance for senior night. Allie Fry, the lone Skowhegan senior. Speaking of that basketball team, she put on a heck of a performance.
In her final night in uniform for Skowhegan, played great.
Yeah, I think 21 points, 5 3-pointers.
Welch pushes it up. Nope. Rebound, Pellerin. J.C. Elkins. Elkins to Cole. Cole to Kiera Day. Day thought somebody was in the pivot. Somebody was, but it was Leah Adams from the other team. Here's Parent to Welch. Welch, I think that was a pass. Ends up in Hafford's hands, and Addie puts it in the basket.
Hafford knew she had a mismatch and was jumping up and down to get the ball.
54-33, coming down to crunch time here. Final 2 minutes, brought to you by Clark Scrap Metals. Don't fix it, scrap it. Location in Chelsea, Hollowell, and Jay. Whistle, foul, or a timeout. All right, timeout taken by Tatum Welch. And we will take it too. It's a full timeout. It is 54-33. It is Lawrence over Messalonskee. 1:53 to go in this one. Back after this on The Score.
It's that moment when everything comes to a halt.
Mom, is everything okay?
It's okay. We can call for some help.
And what you need most is someone you can trust.
201 Service, this is Brandon speaking. How can I help you?
Hi, yeah, my car just broke down. I think I need some help.
At 201 Service, we know it's more than just about fixing what's broken. It's about being there when it matters most.
Not to worry, ma'am. We have your location, and help is already on its way.
Don't worry, honey. Help's on the way.
Okay, Mom.
Wherever you are, whatever the time, you can count on us to be there. Because in those uncertain moments, knowing you're not alone makes all the difference. 201 Service, Maine's trusted towing and recovery partner since 1984.
All right, 1:53 to go. Lawrence that far away from an undefeated regular season. Ventimiglia inside. Outside, the three here is taken and missed by Adriana Pettengill, but the rebound comes out to Juliana Roderick to the foul line to Parent. Now to Adams. Adams back on the elbow to Roderick. Roderick over to Ventimiglia. Sophia holds it. Baseline popping open over there is Adams, except it was knocked away by Pellerin. Pellerin gets it back. Inside, nice pass there, and Lawyerson goes up and is fouled on the play. She's going to the line.
Telling you, making me look smart. Told you, she's in the land of the Giants. Don't matter. She's fearless.
Lawyerson shooting 2. First one is good.
Also, she having a solid night from the line. That makes her 4 for 5.
55-33. Second one is good. 56-33. Jada Welch will empty her bench. Ball is stolen by Messo. Pelletier, excuse me, over to Elkins, and that's knocked away, and it will go to Messalonskee. Last touch by Elkins. So Wills coming in, Mishu coming in, and Bain coming in, all seniors. And, of course, Wills and Baines have been hurt. Here's Sophie Mishu. To Bain. Back outside to Mishu. A lot of smiles out there. You like to see that.
And they're basically trying to run a two-man game between Wills and Baines.
They're going to get it on the line. So getting to the line here, Madison Wills.
No, not quite.
Nope, it's not. It's
that was the last thing they take foul. No, just kidding.
Yeah,
Lawrence only has 2.
Yeah.
Looking at the wrong team.
No shots. 33.2. Into Bain. To Mishu. Here's Bain. Circles in, makes a move, goes up. No. It was blocked. Final 20. Pelletier over to Lawyerson. Lawyerson goes in, shoots, no good, fouled. Excuse me.
Doesn't matter for Lawyerson. There's still game time left. There's still time to go get buckets.
That's right. So Amaya Lawyerson will shoot and hit.
6 for 7 from the line.
57-33. Second one is good, 58-33.
That gives Lawyerson 7, all from the line.
Here's Bain. Gonna let her shoot it. No, they're not gonna let her shoot it. Oh, she does score! Peyton Cole got the first one, and Bain mobbed by her teammates as she scores at the horn. Final score in this one. The Lawrence Bulldogs 58 and the Messalonskee Eagles 35. Our post-game show, our score player of the game, and the final numbers on this one all coming up after this on Sports Radio 1160. WSKW, The Score.
For us, it's a family business that is steeped in tradition. You know, our relationship with Waterville goes back a long ways. Over the years, we've been fortunate enough to grow, and we've been able to grow with the town. We look at the work that we do as something bigger than just the sale of a car or the servicing of an automobile. We're here to be a part of something bigger than just ourselves by giving back to the community with our time and our energy, because it's all about taking care of people.
When you're ready to tackle your next building project, no matter how big or small, depend on Hammond Lumber Company for the products and services you need. The knowledgeable staff at Hammond Lumber will be with you every step of the way and keep your project on schedule. From free estimating and project planning to design and drafting services, an extensive product inventory with a wide variety of brands to choose from, and of course, Hammond delivers from any of the locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
At Midstate Machine in Winslow, Maine, we manufacture complex components and large-scale turbines that power industries across aerospace, defense, and energy. We're hiring CNC machinists. And whether you're experienced or just starting out, we offer on-the-job training to help you build a rewarding career. Join our Safety First team, where your ideas are valued, and enjoy competitive pay with 2 weeks of paid time off starting on day 1. Apply today at midstateusa.com, where your career powers the future.
Whether you're looking to buy, build, or refinance your home, at Skowhegan Savings, we make buying your home a personalized experience. Our team of local community bankers are available on your time to help you every step of the way, from pre-qualification to closing your loan. We have a variety of mortgage terms to fit your needs and a biweekly payment option that can save you time and money off your loan. We also won't sell your loan, so your loan stays local with us. Contact one of our community bankers or apply online at skowhegan.com to start your home buying journey today.
It's like this every winter. When the temperature drops below 45, my palms sweat and I get really anxious.
It's not your fault. You're suffering from seasonal winter driving disorder. 3 and 4 drivers suffer from SWUDs because they have all-season tires. They aren't designed for wintry weather. Luckily, there's a remedy. Take 4, call me in the morning.
Visit NokianTires.com/remedy for the cure.
Is this a prescription for tires?
201 Tire Battery and Service, Riverside Drive, Vassalboro.
All right, time for our final fourth quarter breakdown of the season, brought to you by 201 Service in Skowhegan, Maine's trusted towing and recovery partner since 1984. Give that fourth quarter to Messalonskee. They outscored Lawrence 13-4, and they account for the final score of 76-52. Our fourth quarter breakdown brought to you by 201 Service in Skowhegan, Maine's trusted towing and recovery partner since 1984. To the surprise of no one, we've selected Madeline Provost, who had 19 points tonight and now has 1,008 on her career, to be our score player of the game. She gets the Flagship Cinemas swag bag from Central Maine Community College, filled with a Score t-shirt from Joseph Sporting Goods, a Score player of the game keychain, and a ticket to go to the movies to Flagship Cinemas. Consistent pricing and a premium cinema experience on Kennedy Drive in Waterville, as we see the 1,000 lifted up, the banner, and the post-game festivities going on. If Maddie Provost is available by the time we leave the air, we'll get her on if we can. If not, we'll move on. But a momentous night. There aren't many juniors who score 1,000 points. She is one of them. Last night, Abby Morrill got 1,000 points as a senior, and it just goes to show you how big the accomplishment is for Provost, because Morrill has been a great player for Coney. She is a senior, and it took until the last game of her senior year to get 1,000 points. Maddie Provost has 1,000 points through the final regular season game of her junior year. So an amazing accomplishment indeed for Maddie Provost, and for the Lawrence Bulldogs to go undefeated in the regular season is no slouch of an accomplishment either. This is not an easy league to play in. Class A North night in and night out, and even when you dip out of Class A North and you play teams like Oxford Hills and you beat them, you go down to B and you play some of the teams in Class B that are really good, Camden Hills and such. There are no easy nights, and they have withstood them all. Some close ones for sure, including the closest of all last night, but they won it, and that's all that matters.
Yeah, again, and we talked about, I think, the tone and the attitude, the work ethic, all of those things for this season were started last season with that Coney loss in the region championship game for this Lawrence team. Again, you just had one senior last year, so you brought back, obviously, a ton of experience, almost your entire starting lineup, which meant that obviously, you brought back a lot of cohesion and chemistry, and then on top of that, the bench had another year to solidify, and I think you've seen improvement in that area too. Cole and Lawyerson have added some punch off the bench, as Minahan obviously had to step into the starting lineup with the graduation of Elkins, and they withstood their toughest test. I think as much as anything, Mike, you talk about going undefeated, it's sort of the mentality, I think, at some point sort of becomes the biggest challenge, where you don't get complacent, and especially last night where it was a Coney team that was, I think, probably not very happy with how they performed in Folsom, obviously really wanting to get that one back, and Lawrence showed what they're made of and got that one too, and is now 18-0.
Why don't we run down the final scoring summary before too long here, as we'll give it a little bit of time to see if we can get Maddie Provost on. Certainly understandable that everybody wants a piece of her tonight, and so they are doing that right now.
Yeah, so Provost led all scores. She had 19. Also in double figures for Lawrence was Gray. She had 12. After that, Shores was next. She got 8. Nobody in double figures for Messalonskee. Both Parent and Hafford got to 6. They were the leading scorers for the Eagles. 22 turnovers for Messalonskee, 15 for Lawrence, 8 of them coming in the second half. And then free throws, 17 of 24 for the Bulldogs, 5 of 14 for the Eagles, and then Lawrence a 38-26 rebounding advantage on the evening.
So all of the missions were accomplished tonight. She got her 1,000th point. You won the game. Nobody got hurt. Those were the 3 things to accomplish here in the ball game tonight. Everything is taken care of. All the boxes are checked, and you finish up at 18-0. Your star players got her 1,000 points, and now maybe a day of rest tomorrow and start prepping for the tournament. That's how it goes.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the weather. Geez, I don't think we're going to get her here, Mike, because she's quite the celebrity.
Yeah.
No, obviously this doubleheader was set to be played tomorrow, moved up because of the impending weather we have this weekend. I'm not going to hold my breath that the weatherman finally got it correct, but we wanted to make sure everybody wanted to get the games in. And so for Lawrence, you and I were talking about there in the back part of the second half, illness had run through this team, I think, for a stretch too. So as much as anything, a little rest and recovery to get ready for the tournament.
Let's close it down. We'll let Maddie have her moment in the sun. I'd like to get her, but you know what? We understand, Lucas, that she's a little bit tied up. So it's no biggie. We've talked to her before, and hopefully we'll have her again. I'm sure we will. So for the whole crew, for Alan, for Logan, for AJ Knight, and for everybody else who's on the crew, we've got one more game, by the way, here coming up the rest of the week. That's Saturday night. It's hockey. It's played on ice with a stick and pucks and stuff. And it is Hamden Academy taking on the Messalonskee Eagles from Jack Kelly Rink at Colby College in Waterville. 7 o'clock. AJ and I will call it right here on The Score. CentralMainSports.com, 1160thescore.com, our YouTube channel at Central Maine Sports. Remember, every game we do, always archived in the vault at CentralMainSports.com, always archived on our YouTube channel as well. Final scores here tonight. Game 1, it was the Messalonskee boys beating Lawrence 76-52. Here in the nightcap, final score in the girls' game, the Lawrence girls win by a score of 58-35. Good night from Oakland.
You've been listening to a high school sports presentation on The Score, brought to you by these great local sponsors: Central Maine Community College, Central Maine Motors Auto Group, Hammond Lumber Company, Mid-State Machine, 201 Service Skowhegan, Flagship Cinemas, Whittemore & Sons, Somerset Stone and Stove, 201 Tire Battery and Service in Vassalboro, Assistance Plus, Manchester Motors, Casella Waste, Computer Improvements, Height Chevrolet, Connected Credit Union, KVFCU, Skowhegan Savings Bank, Skowhegan Tire Center, KMD Driving School, Kennebec Eye Care, Danforth's Down Home Supermarket, and by SBS Carbon Copy. Keep posted on what's coming up. Live video and audio of girls and boys high school hockey and basketball. All available at CentralMaineSports.com, 1160thescore.com, and our YouTube channel at Central Maine Sports. Please go and subscribe. The place for local sports is Sports Radio 1160, The Score.